Ladies and gentlemen, three already on the live. This is the absolute growth from a year ago till now of the channel. And I want to say thank you for each and every one of you out there. Wow! We are giving you all a new moon interpretation. That was crazy. Wow.
Amethyst pinball.
The amethyst came rolling down. Okay. Listen, so we want to say thank you. We want to say we appreciate you. This is an absolute everything. Libra New Moon. Purification is the first word that comes to mind. Understanding Libra is the kidneys. Okay? Coming after the small intestine. So understand that the Mercury Retrograde is one of the most significant pieces. What's up, Secret? Nice to see you up in here. I see you're actually able to be one of the ones to comment. This is
Driver, la app número uno del mundo donde eliges el precio del viaje. Amaría elegir el
They trying to get me.
conductor.
They trying to get me on a copyright. They not trying to play with the boy. Thank you for your thumbs up early. They ain't trying to play with your boy. Secret, I see you're one of the few people that can actually comment now. YouTube for me has officially hit that point where it's members only. So if you didn't find yourself as a moderator prior, Secret being one of them, helping to keep the channel clean, keeping people out, literally going through the process of saging the space of YouTube with me as a video formatted curator. She's out here and she was one of the people that were keeping it free from spam, keeping it free from hate and hate crimes going on in the chat box. And now she found herself as one of the moderators. So the simplicity of that is I know very well that there's only one membership right now, right? And there's only $2.99. There's one membership for everybody. And I know very well that Secret would have been one of the ones to go ahead and be a member. But this is the integrity of Libra, right? Off the rip. This is the integrity of the transformations we were forced to go through off the rip when it comes to Pluto and Capricorn. Where it's like, look, she's a part of that social circle. So this is a prime example of how Libra New Moon and the manifestation you want to create. She's a part of that social circle already. So even though knowing that she'd be someone easily willing to pay for it, this is the point where now you maintain integrity. You don't take that away from her. For me, it's very simple. I would never take her away from that moderator position. Just because I know that she'd be somebody to actually join for the $2.99 a month, $36 a year to be a part of the actual community. Now, this is me and how I'm dealing with my social circles at the time frame, in this stage of my life, in this stage of my personal career, professionally and personally. So this is one of the things we're off the rip, is setting the tone of what the Libra New Moon is all about. But you want to explain from us a little bit from your perspective. Give us the Libra New Moon at the second degree. You can leave the second degree out if you want, and I'm going to go ahead and show the rest.
Yeah, hello.
Cool. What up? Yeah, first member.
Hey!
First member in the chat.
Yeah, Jamie.
Jamie, what's going on, girl?
Of
what
course.
a pleasure. Welcome to the
your
fam.
moon. It's Leo moon. Of course, you're displaying such courageous movements. That's so cool. You can please, can you use some of the emojis?
Use the emojis. I made those emojis by hand, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to say this is so amazing for me to understand that my 11th house is in Chiron this year. So Secret being somebody right there who's on the maintenance. Thank you. Shout out to you keeping the community pure, clean, projecting out light, what we really want to do. Thank you for Jamie being the first that can never change, right? It can never change. You're the first member here on YouTube. And it took me a lot of back and forth. She can explain some of it to you. But the purification process and this Libra New Moon is all about setting a 6 months worth of manifestations. You are purifying from right now all the way until March.
Yes.
I gotta see the
The
emoji.
astronaut.
The freaking blast off, yo!
You don't know how much we were dealing with that.
Go ahead, tell him.
He went through a whole process of, okay, how is this astronaut so cool? Can I make it like in other colors? And he went so psychedelic for some. And then, okay, then we can make first an alien and then another astronaut. But this astronaut has more colors, so it pops. So I saw the whole process, and now seeing finally the emojis being used.
And the first one was the astronaut. The first one. It was the one we were like, is it gonna stay? Is it gonna go? And I was like, the astronaut must live on. I swear to God. Because this is me as a fire sign. Honestly, this is me with Sagittarius energy within me. It's like, yo, blast off, right? When I met Jamie, I was in the middle of blast off. Go ahead and tell him. We're going to get to the new moon. We're going to give out rising sign updates for each and every single person. We're going to give out rising sign updates for each and every, all 12 zodiacs, from Aries to Pisces. So stay tuned. This is one of the ones we're doing it at night because we know people are more active at night. We're going to throw our soul into this message. And Jamie, you just went ahead and set the fucking tone. So what was I about to ask you?
I don't know.
Not me neither.
Something about Jamie, but
No idea. I don't have an idea. I don't know in the moment. But whatever it is, shout out to you, Jamie. What's the emoji that we made? Oh, she got the world. So the world was the first start off. So when it comes to emojis, I went from the world and I tried to get weirder and weirder and weirder. It's almost like, hey, look, you came back to Earth, step one, and it just got weirder and weirder and weirder. And I think that down the line, you end up getting an alien as one of the emojis. You can check it out.
oh yeah, because the human world was like, yeah, we're kind of in this physical human body.
This physical body.
But we know we're more than that. Especially everyone
yeah.
that's here in this chat, in this video, even if you watch it later, we're not humans. We all know that, and it's cool. So we start in the earth, but yeah, we go to aliens through the whole change of the whole world.
Bang. And so that's kind of part of what it is right there. I think there's a witch in there. Later on, there's a skeleton who's meditating, and it's like, this is where the memberships all for YouTube. As I now get closer, shout out to Jamie for the first Astro support. And as I get off YouTube, I am making major shifts on my website. I'm looking at the financial cost that it's going to cost me to run it securely, to make sure everybody's information is secure. These are things where, like, I was getting ready to take away certain costs per year, and I'm like, nah, I can't, because this is the integrity of Capricorn. It's like, look, I can't, I won't, I refuse, because people are going to be putting their information, they're going to be putting their email address and their freaking name, and it's like right now y'all getting spammed so much with Mars and Gemini because you entered your email address to get a newsletter from other websites, other agencies, who people took those price cuts. They didn't live in integrity, and because of those price cuts, you're now getting spammed and you don't know why. Your Facebook now got hacked and you don't know why. The reason is because they couldn't afford what it took to actually host a website at the time as young entrepreneurs. Maybe they had a good heart. Maybe they had well intentions. And this is Libra energy. This is Libra energy. Having a good heart, having well intentions, but getting into slippery relationships because boundaries weren't maintained and held up front. Ooh, can I get a...
Yeah, and it actually runs up pretty nicely with the Libra New Moon, because it's all about, every new moon, it's about a new beginning. But in Libra New Moon, you have to be very careful about evaluating first what are the things that you have to let go and what are the things you want to keep. So right now, this security things, he was so ready to let them go, but then he evaluated everything that it took, the security, what it gives. Because it's not only, okay, yeah, I'm gonna just give money just because. No. He looked like, okay, I'm gonna make this website secure for all of the people who want to be part of this membership. So, okay, after evaluating, after thinking about it, this is not something that I'm gonna cut. This is something that I'm gonna keep. But as part of that, a lot of other things got cut. For example, the YouTube memberships, which was the main channel. It was going to be the main channel. This is where all of the memberships were going to be hosted. But right now it's like, that's got to be cut.
You got to get cut, yo.
He doesn't want to own it.
I want to own it.
Yeah.
You're not going to own my ass. You're not going to own my ass. Honestly, in all sincerity, forget the 30%. It's like, look, I'm willing to pay the 30% if it makes sense, if it's worth it. But when I really look at the Virgo facts and I analyze the detail, we are a Mercury Retrograde. So understand that this is happening as an energy for you in this new moon message in Libra. In this Mabon, the paganism holiday, the last pagan holiday of the year. It's something she's going to give you off on.
Yeah.
She's going to take that one, the last holiday of the year. Part of it is right happening at the Cardinal Air, Libra, Cardinal, pushing forward in new thoughts, new ideas. Okay, take it on. What is the Mabon about as we get ready to give them the 12 zodiac forecast?
Yeah.
Yo, we fucking hot. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? Listen, this is one of the most entertaining shows you've ever been on, and I gotta call it. Okay, I'm done. Go ahead. I'm calling it out loud. I don't give a...
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is not the last one. The last one is June, and it's in December. But this Mabon, it's very important because it is our entering to the dark period. Literally, Mabon, the 22nd of September. That means tomorrow. It's when the day and the night last exactly the same length. So from this point on, the night is going to be longer. So this is why I'm saying that we're entering this darkness, because right now the nights are going to be a little bit larger. So we're going to have larger periods of darkness. And this is until March 2023.
Yep.
2023.
2020, March 2023. That's when, what's up? Hades, Bruja, you on the wave. I know it. Okay, the jewelry line is coming out sooner than soon. We're going to make mentions about that, but it ain't time yet. This is 9 planets. 9 planets in retrograde.
He's evaluating, prioritizing, giving our efforts where they are needed first, so everything can come out exactly how we want it, as we wish it. This is part of the new beginnings, actually, because it's not out yet. It has been in our mind, but it is not been out yet, and it's gonna happen after the Libra New Moon. So we're preparing for this. We're understanding how it works, what to keep, what to let go of, and it's all the same energy. And right now, tomorrow, coming back to this Pagan celebration, Mabon is about the harvest, and as you know, this month's full moon, Pisces, is called the harvest moon. So these two are very closely related for a reason, because all of these traditions just come again into one. It's about a harvest. It's about being thankful. It's about being grateful about everything that we have, that we share. This is about having actually a big feast, understanding that this is a time for celebration. Like right now, Jamie being the first one in this
first one in the community.
Yeah, to join this membership. Now is the time to cheers to you and
We need to make our own holidays. Okay, listen, ready?
Celebrate.
Because y'all the first 2 in the group, Jamie and Secret, I want y'all to be a part of the next 4, because it takes 4 to be stable, right? It takes 4 to be stable. Between the 4 of us, I want y'all to drop what is the next holiday between Eileen, myself, Secret, and Jamie. Let this be the beginning and the foundation of the community, the 11th house, the Aquarian house, as we pulled Aquarius 5th house, okay, earlier, and what as the sun. And I'm going to explain what that means. We got Aquarius 5th house in the sun. We're going to explain what that means. But first, drop some as the first 2 people and the only 2 people who can communicate, all right? Understanding that Hades Bruja shop is one of our shops that we're building as a part of the online backdoor process. It ain't ready yet. It ain't there yet, but it's going to be there. It's in the process. We're taking our Taurian in time. So what is the next holiday, Secret? Okay, what's the next holiday we're going to create? And as I do that, let me do one more search on the St. Gabriel's. I want to give y'all this as we get a little bit closer into, excuse me, I'm blocking your face. This is Archangel Gabriel's dragon. All right, one of the first things that stands out about this is purification. You do see the white. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you on this energy. Each of y'all going to get a card individually for your rising sign. Aries rising, freaking Scorpio rising, Jupiter rising. If you're rising, you're rising with us tonight, all right? So, ooh.
Let's take that
one. you got my body on jiggle. Okay, and the next one that we got, look at this, Jamie. Jamie, you can't even believe it. You can't even believe it, Jamie. We got a freaking astronaut. And we got to go on south. And in pagan magic, paganism, south is what element?
Fire.
Boom! That's that rocket blast off. Look at this. This is literally an astronaut. So, Jamie, you're the only one that can actually do it. I want you to drop the astronaut one time for us. Please do it. Please do it. And as they do, is there any other thing that they need to know before we get into the 12 zodiac sign rising signs for each one? All 12. Scorpio rising, Pisces rising, all of them we're going to hit them. What they need to know about the Libra New Moon and your personal opinion, or about the Mabon Equinox as we step into the next 6 months of darkness.
Yeah, let's understand this darkness energy, because it doesn't mean that it's going to be bad. It just means that we're going to go into an introspection for ourselves, because we're going to be understanding a lot of things that are dissolving right now. I actually said this in my tarot forecast for the whole week. Today is one of the days where we're understanding how we need to take our glasses off. Is today? Oh no, today is Thursday. It was yesterday. Yesterday was when the masks came off. Yesterday was when all of these things just come into reality so we can evaluate. Understand again, this doesn't mean that you have to get rid of something just because it becomes real. That even if you had this idea of something, this expectation of something, and it didn't come as exactly what you wanted, it doesn't mean that you have to cut it. It just means that you have to evaluate if you can live with this reality or if you want to change it. And today, actually, where we are in a void of course moon, this is a period for pause, for reflection, to understand, and it's actually a very long one. They're usually like 1 hour, 2 hours long, but today it has been from 6:06 a.m.
Wow.
and it's gonna be until tomorrow 2:53 a.m. So it's a whole day, literally. Just the whole today is to make a pause, to understand, and I do think that these all are linked. Yesterday the masks came off. Today you have to evaluate. On Saturday we made the cutting of all of these things that we don't need anymore, that we know objectively that we don't want in our lives. I'm actually gonna do a candle magic ritual, a collective one, so we can all let go together of this, because remember, in community we're more powerful. So this is why I'm gonna do this candle magic for every one of us, to make it easier to let it go and to go into the Libra New Moon fresh with a new perspective and understanding that we have a clean slate and we can actually build something new for ourselves. So understand again, it doesn't have to be bad. You decide if you keep it or not, but this is an objective truth. And with Libra, it's all about air, it's all about intellect, it's all about this communication with ourselves too, harmonizing. Where do you feel that life is being unfair to you? Wherever something doesn't feel right, and again, the best indicator for this are your emotions. If you suddenly feel triggered and you have like a rage, or you have like a sudden depression or anxiety, understand these are not bad things. These are your signs. This is how your subconscious is letting you know, it's bringing to your awareness where something feels off. So wherever you don't feel harmonious, that you feel something is unfair, is exactly the area where you need to understand. And this doesn't always mean to have to cut something. Sometimes we just have to recalibrate for ourselves, like understand that we don't have the whole knowledge, we can be wrong. And maybe that's where the unbalance was, because you were thinking about something that was unfair and it really wasn't unfair. You were just seeing like that because you had this program coming out.
Channel it, girl. Go ahead, channel. Come on. We in a sermon right now. You understand what's going on? Do you feel the channel that she's pushing out? I'm like tapped into 3 different worlds, and I'm back in this world, and I'm like, yo, she's still busting the channel wide open. Bust that thing wide. Bow.
That's so
Bow. No, but isn't that the cover photo that I did? Didn't we do that? Then
Oh yeah, but we changed it because these cards were cool.
Okay, so the first photo that I did, I was like, and she was like, she bust one of those. Okay, but when I first saw it, it felt like Queen Latifah from like Set It Off, right? It was like, look, I'm a hard mother lover. Meanwhile, I'm over here, and it was like he definitely bound to kill somebody by accident just because of badassery, right? You know what I mean? So listen. Okay, wow. No, honestly, that last channel, go ahead, Jamie, please do drop the bust the new emojis. You gotta give me the skeleton one, because you're the only one that can do it in the moment. You're the first member. Today we got our first member. Bust me the skeleton meditating, because I feel like she just hit me with the undead walking, right? Like she was like channel.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like, preach. So please, cause my soul was like, I can't take it anymore. I just can't. Bring that tribal out of me now. What's going on? Bring the tribal out of me. Listen.
Yeah, I'm so glad you bring out the purification with the soul, Jamie, because guess what? We're currently in a Jupiter line. It's such a great line, an abundance line.
But how we hitting it? How we hitting it on the flip flop?
Yeah. For me, it's more personal. For he's more like.
But how does that matter? Because we're talking relationship, right? We're talking 7th house dynamic. which is you need the Salt Bay.
Yeah, because I'm gonna show Jamie. Hey, girl,
Go ahead,
we
get
use this is why I was talking about the Jupiter line, because we have been getting so many blessings that like you cannot believe. And I was just talking in the Abundant Reality group about the Himalayan salt and how it's super cool and it's purifying, and you can do baths with it, you can do scrubs, you can do a ton of things with that. You can cleanse your crystals, and we just found a store who sells it by a bunch. And we just got these big ass crystals. Like this is just one of them. We got like 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be needing them.
Yeah. No, so Jamie, you're one of the ones, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been collecting crystals. So when I come into the US, because I have so many that I want to send out, quite frankly, that I'm looking at it and I'm like, yo, sending shit internationally from any country to another country. Like we are in Mexico. It's like
Yeah, I mean, we're neighbors and it's still super costly.
it's mad costly. I sent a letter one time and it was like $65, and I was like, why did I just pay $65? And it was like, love. And so when I really look at it, it's like this is part of purification. It's like, look, what it showed me in that moment, Libra, with relationships, that I am willing to sit there and spend that and to send that to other people, but they got to be a part of the purification process. And this is what Libra is all about as the new moon is there. As Mercury, our minds, our intellectual process, how we make sense of the world, has already formed and conformed with what does harmony feel like at an intellectual level. After I have basically shit all the nonsense out, while Scorpio in the South Node brings it up to the surface, and Virgo's like, what is that? And then it's like, dump it. And then Scorpio's like, my pleasure. But the middle, which now the season we're in is Libra, is like, yo, with all sincerity, we're going to keep a little bit of this doo-doo and we're going to toss a little bit out. We're going to keep a little bit of this light and we're going to toss a little bit of that dark. And this is why the fact that Mars is in Gemini, Mars is out here cutting the light in the dark with a very childlike no button. Understand how much a child, a 7-year-old child, says no and says yes. When it says yes, it's curious, it's inviting, it's inventive, it's social. And when it says no, it is brutal, it is unlikely to friend you, it will place you as an acquaintance, and it will treat you like the side hoe, which is like painful. So this is Mars cutting, right? But Gemini with social interactions, understanding how to quickly bracket, quickly with logic, bracket acquaintances, real friends, fake friends, hoe ass friends, rich ass friends, you some kind of friend I don't know, and it's a bunch of that. And that's Gemini's ability to do it. But Virgo, while Mercury, our minds go back into Virgo, we're now being able to see it with a lens that is through basically mastery, through the constant improvements we made from 6 months ago, back in March. You're now able to say, look, I'm sorry for this because this is what I need to heal right now. In order to heal right now, I need to say I'm sorry because, and I know this for myself, I put some people in the category of, look, everybody right now for the next 6 months, you're getting cut out. I don't care who you are. If you make it and you find me or I find you 6 months from now, then you know what? I'm going to just have to say, and I prefer to say, I'm sorry. I apologize. I cut everybody. Everybody got weeded from March. Everybody got weeded from April. But now I am looking to open up from a clear space, my space, Taurus, this radical evolution of everything that I am now using high science to understand what is happening for my self-esteem and back of my body. High science being Uranus. Back of my body, my self-esteem, Taurus. Taurus is in Uranus. And we have over the last week to last 3 to 4 weeks, while Virgo has been in the sky, been busting these trines wide open. The sun trine to Uranus and Taurus, Mercury trine to Uranus and Taurus, the moon been doing it periodically over and over just to let us know how to improve and where to improve. And now we got Venus that finally done bust that trine wide open back in Uranus and Taurus. So we're getting ready to get out of there, but our minds have to go back. It started in one place. While there were no trines, no sextiles, no harmonious environments, no healing done yet, our mind has already came first. And then it is now in retrograde, Libra, Mercury retrograde, going back to Virgo. And it is officially analyzing the last visit data from a feminine perspective, Virgo. After it then busts into a masculine, analytical, and yet emotional. Don't forget that emotion, instinct, as well as passion exist in the shadow of Libra, aka Aries. Don't forget about Jupiter and Aries. Here's what happens in the second half of the month. There's so many things happening that you can't pinpoint. You can't focus on any one of them or all of them in any level of depth on the second half of the year. Mabon. Mabon. The paganism holiday where purification begins. Purification is the fact that everything goes through. Look, when Libra season comes, purification doesn't just take out Jupiter or take out Mercury or take out what the sun is doing or take out every 2 to 4 days what the moon is doing. Purification is the mastery. After the mastery in Virgo, you have Libra with a masculine energy. So it has the information, all of it, from Virgo. So now it can push forward in new relationships. You can push forward in therapy sessions because Libra is therapy, even though it's often forgotten. Libra is a marriage counselor. Libra is a therapist or a psychological counselor without a marriage being involved. Libra is any situation where you are now purifying the negative and dark thoughts that happen during Libra or Pisces, aka we have rose-colored glasses getting relieved, Neptune and Pisces. Yo, are you understanding what the fuck is going on and what is coming out of my mouth? This is why memberships had to be implemented. This is why the stage through purification has shown me very clearly. There are parts of me that wants everybody want to be a part of anything. I want to have everybody be able to sit there and comment, everybody to sit there and tell me their fucking problems in all sincerity. And the problem was with this fixer mentality that I do have, okay, as a part of this gene keys. It's something I had to understand as an INFP and Myers-Briggs, but in gene keys, I'm a 5-1 fixer. And understand the biggest problem with the fixers is that we wear masks. I, myself, wear a mask that I can fix everybody's fucking problem. That was a lie. I can't fix everybody's problem. This is what Virgo and Libra back and forth is able to do, and is showing me that now with Libra is ready to present it to the world stage. Because Leo is performing on the world stage, and we had that a couple months ago, a month and a half ago to 2 months ago, max. Virgo is able to perform it, but now Libra is ready to show it to everybody else, each and every one of you on the world stage in its most pure form. We got another member, thank God.
Woo!
Yo, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Whoever my new member is, it looked like Russia off the rip.
Sabrina
Vampire Slayer. Okay, it's the writing. The writing made me think it was fucking Russian. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you look at the Russian writing, I've learned Russian a little bit while I was in Asia. Okay, listen, you don't want to know about my real life. You don't want to know my whole life. You don't want to know my whole life. Yes, I know Russian. You don't want to know my whole life. Okay, listen, I'm backing up. Okay, listen. Thank you, Sabrina. Yo, it's been a journey, yo. It's been a journey. This is what it means to go through purification. Everything and everybody can't stay. That has been a very difficult journey as I express it for myself in all sincerity. So I want to say shout out to you, Sabrina. Go ahead, enjoy the new emojis. Go ahead and enjoy the perks. I hand created each and every emoji. I hand created the time that it takes. By the time you are here, from now until the next month, you will already receive another emoji as a badge of honor. So you're going to go from the world. What's the world card in astrology?
It's the best card that you can get. It's literally when everything that you want is achieved. So you're actually ready to move on to a new challenge, to something new. But This is a brief period, not a brief. This is a period where you are actually kind of the Mabon, because you're getting everything that you're harvesting everything that you planted. So you're getting all of these new things, you're getting all of these accomplishments, you're getting this time to rest and to acknowledge everything that you've done so far. It's a time of recognition. It's a time to get the blessings that you worked so hard for. So I love how this all ties up together. So
bathroom, keep it going. I'm gonna come bathroom. After I come back from the bathroom, I'm busting the 12 zodiacs. What I want her to do, what I want her to do in the meanwhile, if you mind, okay? I'm gonna give them the South. I'm gonna give them the Gabriel. These are the energies of the new moon in Libra.
okay.
These are the energies. Saint. We got Archangel Gabriel, okay, coming in. Pure white dragon. Right on purification.
It's again, yeah. It literally says brings purification. It's the first sentence. I don't know. I think you should be able to see it right there. It says brings purification. Literally, the one thing that we've been talking about so much. And again, it comes to understanding objectively what's happening, what's going on with ourselves. It's saying that they light up the Archangel Gabriel dragon. They light up our true essence, and we become transparent to the spiritual world. So this is a purification in all levels. Right now in the Libra New Moon, in my understanding, it's about business. It's about how to actually grow your business, take this new vision, let go of anything that was holding you back, and go back to the things that you actually want to do, the things that where you want to grow, what are your projects, what are the things that are coming back, because you're also in a retrograde. So what are the projects that you were like, no, this is too hard, this is too difficult, just go ahead and do them. That's the whole point of this thing. Let go of whatever was holding you back and come in with a new mind, with a new spirit. Hey, would you mind, since you are...
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, this means that all the lower energies that have not been released from our auric field become visible. This is literally what I've been saying this whole week, but nobody listens to my moon forecast.
They listening. They listening.
I've been busting this message since Monday.
They listening.
But
They
people
listening.
don't seem to understand how important this is. We're looking objectively. It doesn't mean that it is something bad. It just means that we're coming into terms with whatever is happening, whatever expectations that we had, even if they were unrealistic, they're coming to our awareness as they are objectively. And this is a good thing, because even if they are something that we do not agree with, it can be something that could be easily fixed and then move on and do something bigger. So understand that it is not just cutting things. Don't think that just because it becomes clear to you, you have to cut it and let it go. Sometimes it can be fixed. So do keep this mentality. Understand that it can happen. Of course, there are things that will have to go, and then they just go. We cut them and then we move on. It can be hard, yes, but we have a lot of support. Right now we have the...
Gabriel.
Yeah, the Archangel Gabriel's dragon to help us right now. We have a lot of energies. Also, the moon, all of these energies are helping us. The moon forecast that I do is literally based on the moon houses and the lunar days. And there are a lot of beneficial energies to let us look at the things exactly as they are, to understand where we have to let go and where we have to open up ourselves again. They will lead the way, clearing and energizing our sparkling new high-frequency journey and bringing us clarity, hope, and joy, so that Archangel Gabriel with his diamond wing can overlight us. So trust it, trust the process. You are guided. You are... Oh, there it is. Your path is literally being led by Archangel Gabriel. So don't be afraid. The things that you have to let go, but the things that can stay should stay.
All right. Now we're getting ready to get into the forecast as we show you and bring you fire magic. Okay, am I actually going this up right? Fire magic from the south.
Again, this is to take the risk, but looking carefully, understanding. This is not taking blind steps. You're evaluating. This is all about the Virgo Sun too. It's helping us to evaluate the systems that we have been in, how to make them more efficient, how to make them more effective, how to also understand where we have to cut, where we have to let go. This is the most important energy. Take risks, but looking carefully at the plan. This is not just slaying things because you can't do it. The south in some ways has a slightly bad rap. The term "it could go south" means something could go wrong and plans going
Ari, like weird.
awry are
Yeah,
often
yeah.
referred to in this way. Oh yeah, when you say it could go south, it means like something bad. But this says that actually the global south used to be a place of unknown territories, a kind of terra nullius. To travel south from the northern hemisphere as an explorer was to be courageous and to break boundaries. And this is so cool because we are still right now in Leo Moon, and it's all about courage, taking steps, being able to speak your truth. Today is the day that if you feel something's not going your way, you can actually speak up and defend, well, not defend, just understand that the things that you're feeling are right, and that you have to stand up for your beliefs, for the things that you stand for. South is one of the quarters called in certain traditions of witchcraft to purify a sacred or protect a space. Yeah, it's exactly what Pernell was saying at the beginning. What south is fire, and fire is purification, among other things, of course. But purification is one of the main things that we are focusing on right now. So it comes like an altogether message, a rounded message about purifying everything, because understanding you have to purify mind, spirit, soul, your space. It was a little bit crowded in the morning in this working space, and I was like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And even let them know over here what we got. Can I rip it? Can I show them real quick?
yeah.
All right, listen. Hold on. I'm gonna do this. Ready? Because we got portable devices nowadays because it's over here. What the year is? Okay, listen. So in this area, energy used to get trapped. Energy used to get stuck. Now, if you have stuck energy in any one of your rooms, I want you to go ahead and just reach out to us. Ask us what it is. Eileen will show you. She's the one that implemented this to me. It is a energy and movement ruin. Okay, rune. Yeah, yeah. I told her about the freak that I grew up in the Medea culture. So when you heard, what's the word? What's the word? How you say it?
Ruin.
Ruin. I told her that Ebonics is a real life thing. As I asked you to hit the thumbs up and the likes button, Ebonics is real. She's like, what's it called?
I understand.
How do you say it?
Ruin.
Ruin. So it's like, so this is a ruin right here, okay? Do you remember what this says, Eileen, or do I need to read it?
Oh no, I do remember what it said.
All right, so tell them. So stuck energy was in that corner of the room. How do you say it now? I mean, the stuck energy part.
Yeah, the thing is that there's these rules for feng shui.
Feng shui.
Feng shui. I'm sorry.
Ruin.
Well, I'm Mexican. That's a Latino way to say. What did I say? Feng shui.
Ruin.
I mean, I guess we gotta understand that. Yeah. So okay, the feng shui. Shui.
Feng shui.
Feng shui.
Feng shui.
Feng shui. So.
Feng shui. Feng shui. She said feng shui.
Hey, we're in Guadalajara. We're saying it as it said here. Okay, so different parts of the house, as you know, the feng shui, however you want to call it. It's about arranging your furniture and your house in certain ways so the energy can flow in a better way. But there are certain places that you can't reach and just do exactly as they say. They say that you have to have a window in certain part of your house, and sometimes it's just not possible. Like your house is not set that way. So there is where the rooms come handy, because you're fixing that energy still, even without having the actual thing like the couch in that place or the ventilation or the window. So in that exact precise place, the energy was getting a little bit stuck. So that's why we have the movement room. You can put it also in your closets. It helps you to move the energy of the place, but also your own. I was just telling him the story that I had I was living in a very small bedroom.
I've been in it. I'm not gonna make fun because I've been in these little bedrooms. I live around the world. I live around.
Like you have to go in just like this, not to bump into anything, and just make your way to the bed. But the thing is that, of course, the energy got stuck there. I couldn't manage to put even like plants or anything to make it work. So that's where I actually understood how the rooms were used, and I put one on my closet because I wanted the energy to start moving, not only in that part of the house but also in my own life. And I am kidding, just a month after I picked the rune, I moved out and I was living just this whole different life. I was on an adventure, literally moving. So that rune is for energy and movement. It's a powerful rune that makes the energy that is somehow stuck to actually find a way to move out and to just do everything. It flows so easily. This has only been like one day there and we just feel the difference.
Hey, Bruja! The fire in the name. Fire in the name. Yo, I'm so passionate right now. I almost want to go into the Hades story, but I guess we're 39 minutes in and it's time to, is it 39 or is it, yeah, we've been talking.
We've been talking.
Time to finally go into the rising signs. All right. So from here, every time I hit one of these bangs, could somebody just let me know what the timestamp says? We'll come back. We'll let the timestamp this video. If you want to timestamp it, I'm not going to be mad at you. I do want to say before we get into it, shout out to our members. Honestly, sincerely, this has been a very scary journey for me. Understand I have my Chiron in the 11th house, right? So a new member, come. Get the fuck out of here!
How's that possible?
Get the fuck out of here! Amazing. Listen, I was just speaking about how, you know, for me, I have my Chiron in the 11th house, right? And so it's like, I have these wounds. I'm going to be straight up and be real. I do have these wounds because I've created and ran memberships once prior, really just once prior. I've done multiple for myself, but I didn't really fully believe in it. I wasn't fully bold and courageous in it. So these weren't long-lasting things because I wasn't attracting the energy, the right energy, the long-lasting, sustainable energy. And the reason why those wounds were there prior were because I felt like I had built this company up. And I mean it. Like I felt like I built it up from the ground up. Literally in there with freaking wrenches. Literally building up the foundation. And I felt like, you know, my expectations were betrayed. Now the key that I had to realize is how I had this Mars and Cancer energy. It's like it was my expectations. It was my feelings. It didn't make it principally or you know, logically justifiable. As for, you know, the justification, when you look through the logical lens, for me was, look, this dude Pernell is way too valuable. I know from the beginning of hiring him that I'm never going to be able to hold him. I'm never going to be able to pay him for what he's ever worth. But what I am going to do is logically look at how can I sit there and wrangle and wrench him for as long as I can. Because one day he's going to find out his worth. One day he's going to find out his value. So for me, Chiron and Aries, I want to say I really mean this from the bottom of my heart. Today on this one live, we got 3 new members. And when Eileen was like, yo, blah, 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 I was like, look, I'm running this live, members only, because we're going to go ahead. We got 0 members. We're going to get it out. I made 1 membership. I was like, look, I'm not doing nothing extra. I'm going to get one thing. We're going to be able to just start pushing the message because the purification process showed me I wish I could. If you knew what my WhatsApp looked like with people from so many different countries and time zones, I get messages from God. I know it makes no sense if I was looking at it only from a U.S. standpoint, but it's like people are in South Africa sending me messages. People are in Bali, Asia, sending me messages. People are in freaking Thailand. People are in the U.S. and Mexico. Some are in California and New York. These are all different time frames. And I had to really start looking at what purification means when it comes to social connection and relationships. And so for me, part of that was memberships. Yet and still, it was a big fear. Because this last time I had met, it was pulled from underneath me. And so I've been having to make really tough decisions where YouTube will be and stay a membership where I want everybody to be a part of it. I want this to be something where it's a social circle where, look, $2.99 a month, quite frankly, you're going to spend that by accident because you lost $3 out of your wallet. And so I wanted to make it something like that, where at the same bare minimum, I can be able to sit there and afford things like my hosting, afford things like my website, where I am running memberships and I'm on the back end doing my due diligence in the slow and methodical way as I can to implement deeper memberships, okay? Literally where you're getting shit that now it's not just about inclusion. Because in all sincerity, I had to embrace that YouTube has that understanding with relationships, which means inclusion. And I say that, you know, with a grain of salt because I am grateful for the platform, what it's brought me. But the reality is, at any day and time, I don't own anything on here. Nothing on here has my name on it. At the end of the day, I could build an entire business model off of this, and then one day, a Uranus in fucking Gemini, which happens in 2027, can pull up on my ass and be like, oh, you thought you owned that website? Oh, you thought you owned that media platform? And it happened already, and it happened last year for me for Instagram, where I got snatched off Instagram, and I talked to her today about how I used to take 1 hour to write captions on Instagram. And that was not a time interval. I didn't do that on purpose. It's just what happened. But I did intend for those captions to turn into one day to maximize my time and my energy into blog posts on my website to get actually SEO searching. That didn't happen. And this time, 1 year ago, is when I got kicked off Instagram. So I want to say, honestly, sincerely, from the bottom of everything deep within me, thank you. Because today was the first day that y'all helped me believe in my wounds. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, I want you to drop those new emojis in the chat for the 3 new motherfucking members in the chat. Drop the new one because I handmade those myself. Okay, I sat there on Canva. I'm playing with the colors,
for
and
hours.
I needed one of these because that's how I really be feeling about the world. I'm like, honestly, you can squeeze, but I also needed the blast off rocket because this is what I do. I can blast off. I need to see the emojis real quick. I made the skeleton. All right. Somebody drop all the emojis, whatever it is. I only got 4 so far. They won't let me make more than 4, okay? Until I get at least 8 members. Until I get at least 8 members, I can't make more than 4, but then I will. They allowed me to make the skeleton meditating, so drop it. Because honestly, it feels like for me, it's like, when I fill it up, my body's dead. Like, I'll be out. In all sincerity, when I'm in my meditations, when I'm in my healing sessions, I'm just out of there.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Amazing.
I appreciate you. You really rock. And the last one was the peace sign. Because in all sincerity, among the fact that I got this little middle finger, I do believe in peace. I am here to bring peace. It is what it is. And there's just those moments in my life where, you know what, sometimes peace doesn't work. And sometimes you need to fuck somebody.
Yeah, I mean, the finger sometimes is necessary.
Sometimes you got to give the finger to somebody. Yeah. Because you're like, you know what? Do you realize you're fucking with an Aries? I'm the god of war. I can kill you. And I mean it. And I won't blink. Yet and still, I won't kill you. Because that will be me losing this battle. So, if anything, I can give you a middle motherfucking finger. And every once in a while, there's that middle finger that's just necessary and required. Sometimes you gotta just throw that up. So I had to throw that emoji. I was kind of like wondering what other people might think. Wondering if I would get kicked off or banned from memberships because of it. But I had to realize, you know what? I really don't care. Like, it is the simplicity. Like, I feel like this. More than enough to own it as my own emoji that I've created. Okay, you feel me? So, thank you. Aries, North Node, and Jupiter. I can relate. Gang, gang, gang. I see the middle lovers. Yes, I see y'all. Thank you. I just saw the middle fingers and it makes me so happy.
I know, it's so cool.
It's so happy.
Yeah, I remember just watching you. He went through a lot of various emojis, so finally seeing them in action is so cool.
Yeah, silver string attached, P. We need you. I appreciate you. So, thank you. Y'all help me understand that my wounds, when it comes to building groups and communities, I know how to start these things up. I know how to run them. I know how to make them the best thing ever. But I realized that I had scared away, in all sincerity, from those same wounds. I've scared away. I've joined other communities. I became the biggest voice in other people's communities, all because I knew I wanted that for myself. In all sincerity. And that's what my wounds have brought me back to. I had to really address my own personal ego. I had to address my own personal wounds when it comes to being myself, being bold, being courageous, being everything that I am, and recognize that I'm fucking unique. And throw one of these up and mean it and realize that I can't keep caring about it. And that's what 11th house is about. It's what 10th house is about. You can't care more about what other people say or think. That's what Libra is about. You can't care more about what other people think than what you think and you understand and you feel and you love within and for yourself. And that's what I had to learn for myself. It's like, I can't care more about what I love within myself or for other people, you know, from an outside. No more external nonsense. We got the selenite tower on fleek. We got Selly on fleek. We got the amethyst here with us. All right. guided in the message, guided in the sincerity of the fact that we here. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. No way possible.
Shireen,
No way possible. Y'all making it like
we're never gonna get to the 12 signs.
We're never gonna get to the 12 signs. Because I'm such a passionate person. I swear to God.
No,
like,
this is so cool.
This shit makes me so happy. This for me
yeah,
feels like
she's getting emojis too.
emoji gang. This feels like my coming out party, okay? I am officially telling you that I am an androgynous figure, all right? Oh, not my plant. You're not gonna take my plant, homie. Oh man, they try to take
Rosie.
They try to take my plant out. My plant almost dropped out. Listen, they try to take Rosie. Okay, that's Rosie. We got rosemary plant behind you. I'm not gonna pluck one just to show you. No. Here's what I will do. I got a rosemary plant. I like to cook with it. Okay.
I like to be a
crackhead.
Smell it.
Yo, you should see us when we in the middle of a hard working day. We be like.
You're in the computer. And then...
Yo, you in the computer, you just see that Rosie one time, you're like, all right, Rosie, help me out, baby girl. I'm dependent on you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a codependent relationship with my rosemary plant. I need to figure that out. I need to get that on check because
she's so cool.
She is way too amazing, honestly. And you know what? Eileen gets a little more love from her than I do because I'll leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay. Listen. Here we go. Rising signs. Serene. Thank you. I had to show you that last part. I just made this. You see that pyrite crystal thing rolling? It's on my left ear. You know what? On some real shit. I want you to take your taxes, take your bills, take your financial worries, and I want you to put pyrite on top of it. I want you to put citrine on top of it. Okay? We got a big ass citrine piece. It's a mountain. We just bought we bought them in bulk.
Super cheap.
Soon enough, we're gonna tell them, share them a little bit to inspire us as well about Hades Bruja. Alright? And what we intend to do, just to give me a breath, so that I can get into the 12 zodiac rising signs. Hey girl, you hungry? Yo, you hungry? Come on, son. I'm over here like I gotta get him a drink. Don't leave me the crumbs.
Yeah, so it is Bruja. I don't start because
And related to Libra. This is a Libra New Moon. We got a relationship happening.
No, I got it.
Business relationship, platonic relationship, freaking, what's the last one? Business, platonic.
Friendship?
Platonic is friendship. Love relationship. Okay.
No, yeah. The thing is that I started doing jewelry for myself because I wasn't finding what I really wanted in the store. And actually, you do have it, right? Yeah, I made this bracelet for Pete.
I got one bell broken right now, but that's okay. But y'all hear them jingles? You see the Fatima?
Yeah, he was like,
Fatima's hand.
I want a bracelet that has all the chakras, that has bells, and that has something to ground me.
She did an amazing job.
I'm gonna do the grounding with the wood beads. And
we got the evil eye out here. You feel that? You feel that cross? You feel that hex? You feel that hex? I'm over here. I'm like, don't fuck with me, baby. Don't fuck with me, baby. The wood, honestly, I'll tell you, this is one of the first product lines that we've ever had before we knew what it was happening.
Yeah, because it all started like that. Like, we had a need that we had to fulfill, and the stores weren't just cutting it. And right now, we're finding a lot of places that have just these beads just out in the rock. So, we started making our own jewelry and started to realize that we can do whatever we want. What are our purposes? What do we want to achieve? And we have several ideas for that. We know how all the stones work. And if not, we research it. And then we make a purification with all of the stones too, because they get handled by a lot of people in the process, and they have some energies going on too. So we've been gathering actually a lot of moon water, a lot of rain water, purifying. It goes to several processes. I mean, just moon water is powerful enough. And then the one that we take from the rain, and rain where you actually have like a rainstorm, a thunder, and we have all of the elements just coming in through. We made this one with the full moon in Pisces just last week.
Full moon in Pisces.
I don't know exactly where it was. It just happened. But now I have this full moon in Pisces water. We actually have some of Rosie's petals here to help with the purification process. And this is how we're blessing each one of our jewelry parts. And this is how we're understanding that, okay, what do people need? What do we need? And making this jewelry based on that, based on the needs. Not just because, oh, it looks pretty this way. No. This is based on the needs. Like, I need to have a clear mind. I need to have a clear focus. I need to understand where I'm going. Then I'm making a bracelet that's grounding and that has garnet, that has tiger eye, and that has amethyst, for example. And then we purify with the water that we gathered from the rainstorm. And that we also blessed in the full moon. So it's making a super powerful thing. It's making a super powerful piece of jewelry that you just use. Yeah. Really, until you feel it, you don't know it. It's so crazy. And this all comes also because I say this a lot. Crystals have their own aura, they have their own vibration. So you have to understand it as a living being, as a living frequency. So that's why it's so helpful to have all of this energy just coming into a high frequency, coming from a high dimension. We're blessing it with moon water, blessing it with our own intentions, and it makes it super powerful.
All right, I got the first business question on the live. Okay,
Why you're just talking about the chips? I am getting into guys, come on. I mean, I need to such a thing, purification.
Listen.
And we got about the chips. We have chips for days. I mean, you're just watching me right now, but we ate a bunch of chips 2 a.m. We have the store right here. It's no problem. Don't worry about the chips. Abundance of chips.
I mean, she is not lying with the abundance. I'm wearing pyrite right now. All right, we are living in Mexico, so chips don't cost the same thing. Okay, let's be honest. Let's be honest. They're not costing the same.
That whole bag was like $1.
The whole bag, the big bag. Okay, big bag. All right, listen. We're gonna bust Aries Cap. Wait, let me see what she said. She said Grand Cardinal Cross. Okay. So Eileen, we're looking for Aries, Capricorn, Libra, Cancer. My number one Libra is not right here, but it's right here. All right, my number one Libra stone is Lapis Lazuli. And this is really big for Aries because this is Aries shadow self. Now, the reason why this is well for Cancer, I'm going to say Lapis Lazuli on some real, as a overall stone, because Cancer is very emotional, yet this can help you to actually organize the feminine energy within you.
Plus, there's some pyrite in your lapis lazuli.
Plus, there's pyrite in lapis lazuli, and everybody know that Capricorn love a little pyrite because pyrite help you to manifest. Okay, I put this on for the first time today, and I got 4 new memberships. Like, I didn't come on here expecting nothing to do with memberships. I had no fucking expectation. I do want to say thank y'all for those thumbs ups and those likes. I had no expectations, but pyrite was the first day, and now we got 4 new memberships. So I'm gonna say if I was to pick one stone, I'm gonna pick lapis lazuli because it's been the main thing that's been helping me with memberships. Memberships for me have been a scary endeavor. It's brand new. I did my Excel sheets the other day for my taxes and having to do my quarterly return for the 3rd quarter, September 15th. And honestly, this right here, lapis lazuli, was holding me the fuck down. I was going through so many scary new ideas, new thoughts, that when it comes to business, I have a Taurus in 7th house, and it's like, I'm not trying to go through new anything, but Uranus and Taurus is all up in my booty. It's like one of these, but it's twisting. Somebody dropped a little emoji. I'm so happy that I can officially throw my middle finger up, and it means something nowadays. So somebody twist that middle, crank that damn cork, okay? Thank you. Yes, I feel so good. I feel so free. Damn, Chiron and Aries Thank you, Chiron and Aries. You have freed me. In all sincerity, Lapis Lazuli has been helping me to manage the emotions of the Cancer within me, as well as a cardinal energy. It's like, because this helps to bring the emotions back to a logical and an objective mindset. To be like, look, this just has to get done, bro. Like, today was an example. I just had to connect my PayPal to my membership site on my website. It just had to get done. I had to make it available for people to buy. It didn't matter what I felt like. It didn't matter if it was scary. It didn't matter if I didn't do that before.
Oh yeah, it's the biggest thing that I've learned in life is even if you're scared, just do it. Just do it. It doesn't matter if you're scared or not. It's not a bad thing. It's natural because that's your body, your mind trying to protect you. It's a good thing to feel that scared, that terrifying fear. Just go ahead and still do it. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, shout out to you, Shireen. After the 8 emojis, we get more. All right, listen, that's Hades Bruja. So let's get into the chat. Definitely check out, if you're a Scorpio rising, if you have Scorpio 12th house, check out the chat that Shireen and I have had. Honestly, maybe she can do that while I look and she can find that chat because that was absolutely game changer. I did a couple special features for my Scorpio risings where the message was a little bit more specific to you, and that is just straight and pure gratitude because Scorpio risings, honestly, y'all the first thing to make my channel blow up. It is what it is. Y'all the first ones. Scorpio rising, something abnormal as hell about y'all, about me, myself, and all Scorpio placements. That's Scorpio 12th house. Thank you. So y'all had that. I had another Scorpio 12th house on there, so let's do it. All right. Final reminder as we get into the 12. All right, I wanted to make sure we came on here and we gave y'all a show. What we got? What we got right here? This is South. You got the dragon? Where'd the dragon go?
Sleep.
Dragon went to sleep? Damn.
I hear. No.
No, that's the astronaut.
I thought it was here. It was here when I was talking about him. Anyway.
So whatever. We got Archangel Dragon. We got Archangel Gabriel. Purification is one of the main themes. What is Gabriel besides that? That's not the heart because that's Raphael.
No, Raphael.
Gabriel is what?
I think he's about purification too, to be honest. I mean.
But what element? I mean, is it fire? No. No, because that's Uriel. Uriel's fire.
He's
Uriel's the north. Uriel's the north.
Gabriel is earth because he's a messenger. He's a purification. He's all about communication. Everything that has to do with his elements is almost always air. If you like to know, if you want to do some work with the Archangel Gabriel, Wednesdays are the day to do so. Wearing something silver, something white is gonna help you a lot. This is white. Actually, the dragon was white. I really don't know where it went, but it doesn't matter. The thing is that he's a messenger. He actually has a lot of Libra energy. He has this elegance way about him. He helps pregnant women and first-time parents. So to bring them this calm, this patience, this energy of it's all gonna be okay. Just trust the process thing. And he also helps to.
No, not you. Dragon went to sleep. Somebody was like, Dragon went to sleep.
Oh, I saw Jamie. Yeah, and he also helps to transmute this energy from the negative to the positive. So use him whenever it's possible. You do remember he was all about purification. That's why he's able to transmute this negative energy into something pure, into something white. He's actually one of the beacons of the 7 divine rays that helps us transmute these energies, that helps us to purify, that helps us to be in a secure place. I really don't know where he went. That's crazy. But the thing is that, yeah, Archangel Gabriel, also you can summon him by wearing or smelling or having some jasmine, eucalyptus, and gardenias. I don't know how, are they called gardenias? It's gardenia, I think.
Gardenia? Is that a plant?
Oh, cool, yeah. So I said the right word.
Not the dragon went to sleep. That shit funny as hell. Yo, we be having cards disappear. I have my star card. The Hermetic Tarot that you got, I got my star card disappeared.
It came again.
Yeah, but it came in a different dimension. Like, I don't own it. It's not physical anymore. Like literally, she's like, it's gonna come back. And it's like, it came back in another world. Like, real life Aquarius.
It came back. I had it on my hands.
I'm officially putting my lapis lazuli on so I can push this message forward. Aries, 7th house. Somebody timestamp Aries for me. As we shift the focus, we shift the energy, I'm going to allow Eileen to pull a card for each and every sign. For my 5th house Scorpio out there, I saw you. I'm going to drop a video for you after Eileen, after she pulls her card. I'm going to have her find the 5th house, Venus and Scorpio sign. All right. So thank you for that timestamp, Shireen. Aries, you are going through a 7th house. Aries, this is your jumper, okay? Because 7th house for you is the shadow house. It's the shadow element of everything Libra. So I could say as an Aries myself, and I have an Aries moon, I have an Aries sun, I have an Aries Mercury, natally, all right? Different things throughout the progressions of the zodiac. And for myself, I can say that partnership as a whole, everything Libra in this house, when it comes to this new moon manifestation, it comes down to me wanting to trust more, to get back to my warm-hearted and warm-blooded self, and start realizing that, you know what? I do grow at such a rapid acceleration standpoint for my Aries risings, suns, and moons. I grow so rapidly. That's the one that it's not worth me trying to hold on to the people that I've outgrown, because Aries, you are 0 to 2 years old and you outgrow everybody so fast. Think about a baby, how fast it outgrows the uncle or the sister, or especially somebody who's not pure or has the right energy. So when it comes to Aries, my channel coming in hot for you. One of the main reasons why we didn't do this video in a long time together, because these channels be coming in hot, it takes energy, is Aries, you have more energy. I have more energy than anyone else can actually comprehend, especially without Aries energy. And so we like to save the day, but we're recognizing, and I'm recognizing as a part of my shadow self, that I like to save the day, that I like to save my partners, that I like to save my lovers, my friends, and everybody else in business. And I had to realize this over the last couple of months, that just because I may have the financial or the funds to actually support other people in the community, the business lovers, or also as well business partnerships, or even just clientele with a little bit of a pass here and there, doesn't mean that I should, doesn't mean that I will, doesn't mean that I can actually afford that, so that I can serve to a higher collective in the social circle, so that I can show up as my best self when it comes to performing and showcasing literally what am I really offering out here for things like memberships, because you have Saturn in the 11th house. Not only do you have Saturn in the 11th house, that's forcing you to get very disciplined, enforce your self-discipline with yourself and how you deal with discipline with other people in your groups and communities. But I have that 2nd house. So it's now saying, look, this is your updated wealth. We want you to reflect Aries risings, Aries suns, Aries moons, all right, or wherever Aries is in your place. We want you to reflect on what are the actual tangible and physical resources that you have in order to support people, your friends, in a way that requires a certain and brand new discipline for you to cardinal energy push forward. Libra cardinal, all right, 2 degrees, self-worth. So this is heavier on the fact that Uranus is in my 2nd house, or Aries 2nd house. Everything to do with the income, the finances, the home, the bike that I own. And when it comes down to, for simplicity, is look, I only own what I own, and just because I own certain things, like I have to understand the base and what I value for my own resources, what I need to feel safe and secure to own what I own. And so there's these base requirements and minimums, so that I can't really give out to the 11th house as much as I think I want to from a humanitarian 11th house standpoint, while still disrespecting somehow myself and my own worth. What you got?
Yeah, it's cool that you mentioned the bike, because just today you was like, I'm gonna ride this bike even if it's 1 block, because I own it, I paid for it, so I'm gonna make it work for what I paid for. And this is exactly the energy I got for you. Aries is the 3 of Wands. It's exactly it's your power, it's your element. The Wands are fire. And the 3 of Wands is all about self-confidence. So understand that everything that you're feeling, whatever your instinct is telling you, it's fine, it's good. You have to walk through it, especially in this Libra New Moon. because you cannot let anyone get into your head. Remember, again, Libra is all about the intellect, but this first steps when the moon is completely blacked out is completely, I mean, the new moons are just nothing. It's the absence of light. So there's some cloudiness happening. There's something going on about like fogginess. You cannot make decisions that are rushed. You have to think about them. And this is why you have this period right now, especially right now you have the pause, but you still have like 2 days until the new moon. Just let it happen, let it sit. Don't make any rash decisions, but do be self-confident about everything that you already know. What your instinct is telling you, what your intuition is telling you is the most important thing that you can follow right now.
Ooh, Taurus risings. All right, somebody timestamp. Taurus risings, Taurus suns, Taurus moons, even the Venus, any of the personal plans, quite frankly. I like to understand what the transit is going through for all my planets, all right, as well as where that place sits. So it's not as simple as just choosing your rising sign, even though your rising signs will be the most focused and secure. Taurus, you like secure. Taurus, you have new moon manifestations in what house? The sixth house. Now, as a part of the sixth house being for you, Taurus, this is earth and earth. You know what? Finally, you're ready and you're happy for a break. You're ready and you're happy to bring more harmony and focus, intellectual focus, not feminine focus on this is what makes me feel comfortable and pleasurable. This is what I feel safe with, but on being willing to take a masculine focus. Libra, the new moon on the sixth house, feminine energy. Virgo, you're willing to understand how will you address and even commit and solidify the friendships that you already have, the therapy that you're already taking. You're looking and you'll have a very clear look. Well, look, 6 months from now, I actually have a therapist right now who may be giving me medication, maybe not, but who may be giving me psychological therapy, maybe not, who may be giving me astrotherapy. Understand that I am running astrotherapy right now at pretty much 50% off. If you're on my email list, you're only getting it for $144. That's very different because people are booking that shit at $288. It's the simple reality. By the time people come out with the extra add-ons, they're at like $300 to $315, $320, depending on the add-ons that you want. And you have the ability to get that whole thing for $144. So Taurus, you're looking at how can I find the discounts, because sixth house or Virgo is discounts. Learning how to take care of their health, learning how to take care of their body. How can I master the relationships that I already have so that they can help me feel more secure, which is everything Taurus wants, so that they can somehow make me and allow me to spend the money only that I want, that I feel safe with, using and spending the resources to share my home properly with a partner. Taurus, what this looks like for you is you might be in a relationship for my Taurus rising, Taurus suns, and I know this from real life personal experience with clients that I have. You might be in a relationship and you're realizing, damn, they have outdone and outweighed what masculine energy will show is worth. So Libra is taking a look for the next 6 months and you're like, look, I just ended a relationship for my Taurus placements. I ended a relationship, but now I'm ready to purify. The key term in this entire message, I'm ready to purify in order for me to fully and rightfully blast the fuck off like this astronaut and this tube, the connection into something unknown. But I'm bringing my red umbrella. So I'm bringing the red, meaning that I'm safe, I'm passionate. I may even be a little bit angry about this relationship, angry about this love, angry about how this last business altercation or even therapy session with me as a coach to somebody else had ended off. And I'm setting pure and clear boundaries.
Boundaries. Yeah, for you, I have the Ace of Wands, but in reverse. So this is about rethinking the plan. Again, this is an evaluation period. So take it into advice, take it into account, because it's something that's going to help you a lot. You cannot just go blindly firing and just acting just because. You really need to take a step back, understand what's happening, understand the internal process, understand the pros and cons of everything that you're doing, if it's really worth it or not. Again, this is the whole process. It doesn't mean that what you're doing is bad, that what you're doing is wrong. It just means that you have to evaluate so you can actually give the next step being completely sure of what you're doing. So just take a step back, understand what a plan is, understand what you're doing, and get it going. Again, this is a fire energy, but this is a fire energy that has to be held back a little bit because fire can just be so raw. Just think about it. When you light something and the fire just goes up, it could just light the whole room. It could just put everything on fire if you're not careful. So just take a little time to pause, to think, and if you're sure, if you're ready, if you're understanding exactly everything that is gonna happen with your decision, then just go off and do it. And just a little tip for everyone: this is not just for Taurus; this is for all of the signs. Don't do anything exactly on the new moon, other than alliances. Don't make any rash decisions, any harsh decisions in the first 2 to 3 days after the new moon. You have to wait until minimum like Wednesday or Thursday to actually make a step forward, because this is again, this is the fogginess of the new moon, because you have no light. You have to wait until there is a little bit of light outside to step forward and just make your move.
I just got this feeling of like, yo, look, in all sincerity, we're bringing this shit in way too hot. I'm almost surprised that doing a Mercury retrograde, and I'm gonna say it out loud, that they're not fucking with us, that they're not kicking us off the internet, because these channels are so open for me right now.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just open. I'm like, yo, look, like I ain't got no attachment to any and everybody in here. Like I'm just busting it. Okay, listen. I'm gonna throw the pink Himalayan, throw the pink Himalayan, purify my head, purify my thoughts, baby, purify that eye. But it's just really intuitive. Like I feel like really picking it up. So Gemini for the blast off.
Gemini!
Opposite of Scorpio. All right, opposite of Scorpio. You enjoy blasting off because you know what? It equates to a fun ride. I want to say Gemini. Somebody timestamp this. I want to say thank you at the same time. We do got it going on with Eileen. But with that being said, Gemini, you know, I'm getting exactly that energy, like that you deserve to clap for yourself. For my Gemini risings, that's my year this year. I'm a Gemini rising. She's Gemini rising natal. Boom, maybe she could tell you a little bit about that. Gemini risings, suns, and moons. I just had a Gemini at a cafe, no, a burger shop that I like to go to. And we get this chicken burger all the time. And it's like, she's Gemini sun, I think. And I'm a rising, she's a rising. I know Gemini moons. And it's like, what I know about all of us is like, we're fucking winning. But the fact is, we're winning because we're deciding to be our real selves. We're deciding to not shift and move in a mutable way, which is Gemini energy. Well, instead, we're shifting forward, which is Libra energy. Libra is a cardinal wind. So you have a cardinal wind energy really highly supporting you, Gemini. Libra works well with you. Libra understands through intelligence and rationality that, you know what, Gemini, you're a little bit young when it comes to the mental processes. You might just sit there and take on a friend and think they're a friend, but really they were an acquaintance. And that's what I had to recognize for myself. Like, sometimes it ain't all about the love. In all sincerity, sometimes it's just about the business. Sometimes it ain't all about the business, but sometimes it's just all about the love. And it's like being able to shift, Gemini, which is what you do as immutable energy, back and forth. Thank y'all for those brand new emojis. I do appreciate you. 4 new members, dropping it like it's hot. I love it. It's like I've been coming to terms with understanding that Gemini, I have a Venus in Gemini natally, right? I've been realizing that it's like, look, I'm not going to be able to only maintain relationships, right? Like, it's like one of the clarities that come through for me is like, you know, obviously the majority of my time, somehow, some way, is spent with Eileen. And I'm realizing that when it comes to 5th house friendships, a lot of my energy is not always going to be able to be spent exactly right there. So, Gemini, for Libra New Moon, you're making for the next 6 months manifestations from now forward on the September 25th, 2022 new moon. You're making manifestations forward that, like, look, I had to talk with her earlier. It's like, look, I recognize that I'm an androgynous creature, and there's a certain thing that comes with androgyny, right? Like me as a male who has feminine energy and recognizes it and appreciates it and look to do the best I can to honor the feminine energy within me as a male, as a black male. I have make these mentions very clear. It's like, look, I get along with everybody. And naturally, Gemini, whether you're female or whether you're male, you naturally, with any Gemini placements, will attract the opposite sex because the dark attracts the light and the light attracts the dark. And this is one of the things that I'm recognizing and realizing is like, standardly, I attract people going through a lot of shit. So Gemini risings, what you're recognizing is it's okay to attract people going through the light, going through the winds, going through the glory, going through what it means to be bold, going through what it means to be courageous, going through what it means to be the shit among your clique. You understand what I'm saying? So Gemini rising, suns, moons, and Venus, you are now coming to the standpoint of this new moon to actually embrace the friendships that allows you to be the star. Even though you always and more classically have been the wingman. Gemini is like the perfect wingman because they're just willing to fucking ride along with the journey, ride along with the vibes of the group or the community. Even though they may not fully be attached with it, so they can go ahead and detach when the time is necessary. But now you're starting to recognize there's no reason for you to detach because you're Gemini, the star of the show. Mercury is in retrograde, so you're actually thinking twice about your 7-year-old Gemini's abilities, your 7-year-old instincts. You have gone forward, and now you're still a sign of logic and detached reason. You're now retrograding into Virgo, a sister sign, a feminine sign, getting rid of and getting ready to purify. What are these acquaintances in my life that don't mean what I wish they did mean? Gemini's sun, you would only write that message if you was vibing with the message. And that's what I got for you, Gemini. It's all about the new fucking lives that you're living as your full self, full creative self.
As Pernell said, I am a Gemini rising and I'm feeling this energy so hard, so much in every way. And I do have the Eight of Pentacles, but in reverse. And it's about not focusing on the small details. And I had to stop a little bit and think about it. And why this comes is it's a way of procrastinating. It's a way to just step further away from your goals. If you get stuck in deciding your logo and just making the colors being perfect and, you know, just giving the gradient the exact same purpose that you're imagining, just make it all center and middle. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna fly. You have to start. You have to do something right now. And this is something that I think it was a message from like 2 weeks ago, and it's about and it's about not focusing on the small details. Just start up. And
I was in the matrix. I was in the matrix. I was in the matrix. I was Georgia. I was typing. I was looking to the left, and I was still typing. Georgia.
I was just like, he's not in this dimension right now.
I'm not in this dimension.
That's like, what are you doing? Come back a little bit.
I swear to God, I'm fully accepting and embracing that I don't fuck with human beings. I am not a human. Only every once in a while do I step into my human body. I spend the majority of time, moon and void, tell them what it is, far, far away. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, okay, first, I think with the Gemini, for you, do not focus on the small details. Just start off with the base minimums. I don't mean for you to do a mediocre work because I wouldn't fly with that. No one would fly with that, right? But don't get so caught up in the details that you're just never gonna take off. You know, you need to start somewhere and then understand that you can make this progress. You can make these perfections, you can make these adjustments later in life, later in the process. The important thing for you is to start something new, and again, it is from Wednesday or later. This is for the Geminis. Remember the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I'm gonna show you the card just upright so you can see it. And this is about business. This is about, I said it already, this Sunday, just please check the tarot moon forecast for this week because I explained like with more detail. But this Sunday is all about business. It's all about making business alliances because this is an intellectual but also relationship related communication. So any business alliance that you make on Sunday is going to help you a lot. You have to give recognition to the people that have earned it. You have to acknowledge them because they're most likely to help you later. I mean, also because it's the right thing to do, you know. If someone is helping you, just acknowledge it and thank them and make them feel special just because they've done that. They've done something that has helped you. But the thing is that don't get caught up in the details. And this is all business related again, at least for you Geminis. I'm just speaking for Gemini right now. And what Pernell was saying about the void of course moon is that we were born on these periods where nothing else is happening. This is literally the pauses that I was mentioning. The whole day today has been a pause. It's been a big ass pause. So something important must have been happening. What I got from my forecast is to evaluate if you have to set boundaries or if you have to be more open about these things. So just think about that. This is a big pause for a reason. Understand, evaluate every aspect of your life that hasn't feel fair. This is for every sign, this is for everyone, to understand where you have to set boundaries or where you can open up and get loose a little bit more, to understand where you feel safe, where you are actually safe. And the people that's born in the void of course moon, these periods where you're pausing, they feel out of sync because the whole world is somewhere else. This is about an emotional world. Again, this is about your emotions don't feel in sync. Even though, for example, we were both born in a void of course moon, so I've always felt that like no matter how much I want to express myself, how much I want to show this parts of myself, unconditional love, these things emotional, people just don't get it. They're like, you're so cold, you're a robot. I'm like, I'm not. I really don't think I am. I am feeling a lot. Why would you say I'm a robot? Because this is how it's perceived for them. We're just out of sync. It doesn't mean that you're not doing it right. It doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. It just means that people are just in different frequencies, and that's okay. This actually helped me to understand a lot of what I'm doing, what is happening with myself and my emotional. We're like, why is not being understood? So if you were born in a void of course moon, you will understand this too. I'm gonna make a video of that soon because I do feel it's something that has to be spoken about.
Hades. Yeah, real talk. Jamie, for the last message. One day I'm gonna make a Hades video. I'm just not ready yet. Like, I realized that one of my past lives is literally fucking Hades, and it's like, how do I comment on that? Like how do I talk about that in the world of humans? I honest to God don't know. The moment it came together, it just made sense, and it was just that simple. So thank you, Elaine, for the Water Course Moon. Go ahead and drop your Instagram or your YouTube, whatever you prefer. Drop it.
I'm gonna drop just the forecast for this week because there are a lot of important messages. Yeah.
Bang. So she's about to drop the forecast for this week. I have not done that. So if you're out here, if you're watching, 9/21 is Sagittarius. Listen, drop the emoji with the astronaut blasting off. But when you do it, understand that your new beliefs are being surrendered from the dark and the painful narrative of Scorpio. You're finding optimism and joy from that blast off. Everybody in the chat right now, drop the thank you, Shireen. I see you. Drop the.
Cool.
It's fucking
I just
fun.
feel my heart. I mean, I know it's probably the Leo moon, but I'm just feeling like so much love.
I can't even feel my heart fully right now because I'm so tripped out that somebody can drop an emoji that I made myself. Yeah. Damn, I'm just so trippy. Like I'm jacking off on the internet, and that's the real life. That's the real life internet jack, baby. Awesome. It's like
it's awesome.
Listen, orange is the color today. That's why we made the orange. Listen. She's melted. She just melted. She literally just melted. She disappeared. You have no idea what just happened. She just melted. Look at she's gone. Where has she gone? I don't know. That means thank you for the fucking internet emojis that I found a way to create myself. God damn. Okay, listen. Quick private message, 15 seconds or less. You have no idea how good it feels to build something that you own, that supports a community unique to you, full of heart in everything you do. Envy is the key term in the moment. That's fifth house, that's Leo, that's even Aries, depending on where it is. My Aries being in the fifth house is like, I had to understand and embrace that envy existed in my life. And like, I had envy of other people, but the envy came from a place where I was unwilling to embrace myself as a life path 11. And it's one of those things where like life path 11s have come more and more into understanding that I am so fucking unique that it's much easier to embrace somebody else simply for the fact of that means I don't have to fully embrace myself and everything that makes me unique as a life path 11. That's the realest shit I can say to you in the moment, and I've been throwing out more and more apologies because I'm recognizing how have my ego played against me, and this is one of the ways. I'm not gonna lie, that was funny as shit. That was funny as shit. That was so funny. Oh my god. No. That was funny. That was funny.
I felt kind of stupid, but in a good way.
Shazam, she's back. Yeah, y'all motherfuckers is funny, yo. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Thank you for hitting the likes. The majority of you did it on your own. I want to say thank you. Cancer risings. All right, I want you to drop your house for Cancer. What house are you in at for Cancer? Venus, Moon, Mercury. Drop your house and I can give you a special invitation to what that means for you. Drop Cancer for you right now. 2 people are capable. I don't even like the way that sounds, but in some ways, at the same time, I'm grateful for it because the purification process had to happen. Cancer, you're going to the 4th house.
Jamie, you're not wrong. That's the worst thing that you're not wrong.
She eating chips.
I was eating chips.
Yo, the chip game. Funny. It was super funny. I can't even lie to you. I saw her, you saw me look down and was like, what are those? That's an Eileen. Okay. Listen, 4th house Cancer. Somebody bang the timestamp. Just to remind us. 4th house Cancer. We are here. Cancer, you and Capricorn are in your natural houses. And I'm going to be honest, you're finally feeling yourself and you deserve to do it because I know the transits. I've been watching them. And Cancer, you've been in the dirt. You've been in the grimy, dirty. You've been behind the scenes. You got a lot of 12th house energy going on with Mars and Gemini for 7 months. For 7 months, wherever Cancer sits at in your chart, you're in the 12th house. The primary of my natal chart is in Cancer. I'm deep in that motherfucker. So it's like I have no ability to do anything other than to rest more than I want to as an Aries, more than I want to as a fucking Scorpio, more than I want to as any other sign because 12th house is full rest. And it's like, if you ain't a Pisces, thank God, which also makes it difficult. Being the fact that I have 3 Pisces planets this year, 3, which AKA is the natural 12th house. So I've been almost forced to rest and let divinity come to me. So you have to apply how this means and what this means to you. But then they Cancer rising, sun and moon. What this means to you is you're finally in the place where you're understanding what it takes to be secure and push forward. Because 4th house, as well as Cancer itself, as well as Libra, the new moon in Libra, is all cardinal energy. You got cardinal water and you got cardinal wind. So your thoughts and your ideas that you're pushing forward are actually in sync and aligned with the emotions that you're pushing forward. It's in sync and aligned with the intuition that you're pushing forward. So you got thought, idea, emotion, intuition, all pushing forward with you on the same day. Cancer, you're finally ready to fucking blow it up. Because you have received messages from God. God. I don't care if it's Yahweh, Jesus, Christian itself, Krishna, Shiva, fucking Brahma, Yahweh, fucking Ishnu, Ganesh. It doesn't matter, Cancer, if it was just water. If water itself as an element is your God, you have received the message. Unconsciously, bringing it to the conscious, starting from the unconscious. You have had memories and nostalgia that has shown you very clearly how and where to push. And this is very natal to you. Because you know what? Even though you're in the 12th house of Mars and Gemini, you're cool with it because you're a 4th house native. 8th house, again, not your favorite place to be, but at the end of the day, water is water and water means water. So it's different parts of the ocean. So whether you swim on top, the middle, or the bottom of the sea, at the end of the day, you have now had each and every flavor.
Hey!
You remember?
1107.
I appreciate you. Go ahead, hit it.
Yeah, I'm like,
we in a sermon tonight. For the first time have I ever unlocked memberships. 11 Oak, I want you to drop some brand new emojis that you could not ever do before. Let's go ahead and actually personalize this channel. Cancer, at the end of the day, rising sun, moon, Venus, wherever it sits for you. This is the place where you've been in the dark with Mars and Gemini. I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of this stuff has been understanding and helping you reveal your unconscious behaviors, your assertion methods, your gaslighting tendencies, how you have been gaslighted itself. And it has helped you understand every invisible motive. So I want to say shout out to you, Cancer.
Ooh,
Look
Cancer,
at that. Just sitting and telling the truth. We got a brand new member. Everybody go ahead and throw some rockets up for 11 Oak because she's officially the season to blast off. She's officially in the season to blast off on everything I just said to feel safe with the home, her personal environment, as I give it to Eileen.
Well, for you, I have the 10 of Swords, which it could be feel as a bad thing because it all means like the divorce is final. Like, yeah, all the ties are getting cut. But this is actually a good thing because it means that you already let go of everything that you need to let go. It's final. You're ready to move on into something else. The 10 is the final stage. So this means that you don't have to deal with this anymore. So just the only advice that I'm getting right now is don't get clingy. Don't try to hold something that is already set to let it go. Like, you know it, your intuition knows it, your soul knows it. Why would you want to cling to something that is holding you back? So for this new moon, anything that you're ready to let go, just let it go. It has to be just like this. Out it goes. This is just something that you have to understand. This is something that is happening. It's final. You're ready to be free. I don't think of the 10 of Swords as a bad card because it's literally just this freedom. These things are just being final, even though that it could mean that your plans are ruined, that everything that you work for didn't take off. This is a good thing because then you're ready to step into something new that is actually going to work, and it is going to give you so much more success, acknowledged, and rewards. Don't cling on to anything. That's the main message that I'm getting. They're actually just screaming into my right side. So someone here in this video needs to listen to this. Don't hang on to anything that you're ready to let go. You already know it.
It's the nostalgia.
Oh, it's a nostalgia.
Because Cancer is nostalgia. They hang on to the past memories.
Yeah.
Tell them.
Just don't. I mean, you know it. Your soul knows it. It's ready to let go. Your spirit is ready to let it go. So just let your human body to be in tune with all of that and just let it go. Cut the ties. Bye-bye. Let it be final and step into something new. This is the key. Don't do anything that you've done before. Do something new. Step into something new.
She's talking to me. Because I've never done membership before. To be honest, I know how to run a business on a one-on-one model. When it comes to each and every one of you wanting to come on here for healing for cancers, I know how to give you the healing that you want. I know how to overly impress and satisfy you beyond your possible expectations. When it comes to AstroTherapy session, which is why it's on discount. It's literally why I brought the price up so you couldn't buy it unless you really wanted it. And I put it on discount for my email list subscribers to $144 for that exact reason.
Yeah, and this is something that I learned too. Your soul has to be ready to heal. It has to be ready to understand and listen to all of those things. I just dropped Bobby's Pernell's link to book the Astro readings. If you're in the email list, you already have the discount. If not, you still have a pretty good discount still.
If you're on the live, when you book, just because you're here right now, I want you to type the gift. If you type the gift, can you type that in the chat, please? You're going to receive it at 50% off. September 29th, it ends.
That's next week.
That's
it's
next
not
week.
that long.
I have not made many mentions because, in all sincerity, I can't even afford the time to take too many readings. So I have not made it. If you're not on the email list, people who are on the email list, they don't check the emails. And that's okay. It really is okay. The beauty of why it's okay is because energetically, you're going to check it when you need to. You're going to check it when your spirit tells you to. So if you're on this card, literally your spirit is telling you to. It's time for an AstroTherapy session for real. Because like, even Jamie, for example.
She's just being right on point.
She's been on point. What'd she say?
On point. Of course, it is your moon. It is Leo moon.
This life was a gift.
Yeah, you're so in tune. This is a really good thing, Amy. You're really in tune with your intuition. You're really in tune with your feminine, with your divine feminine. Literally, every message that you've told me today so far has been like so on point, so cool. I'm so happy for you.
Jamie, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, there's something I felt with you early, and I say this specifically to Jamie. You know, the beauty is, I'm never gonna forget the fact that you're the first person to come to the retreat to say yes.
Yeah, I love it.
60 plus motherfucking applications.
Dude.
60 to 70 applications to the retreat in Mexico. Jamie, you're the first one to fucking run away.
I mean, I just love it. The first time I actually saw your face was in the Zoom conference thing, like, I don't care about anything. I'm going. I'm taking my vacation. It was like,
but that's the funny part.
That's
the funny part because she was the first one to run away. She did not come to the first meet. I messaged Jamie in the fucking chat. No, I emailed her while I was in the Zoom call. And I remember this name. It was like, Jamie's supposed to be here. And I was like, Jamie's supposed to be here. And I was like, Jamie
because
Dixon.
Your soul is ready. Your soul is so ready that it's leading the whole way.
Ready.
Like, your guys literally screamed to me.
Ready. She was the first person. I swear to God, we were about 15 minutes in the chat. And Jamie was like, I sent her an email in the middle of a Zoom call. Let me ask you, have you ever sent an email in the middle of a Zoom call? Because I did. And I was like, Jamie, where the fuck you at? I didn't say fuck because I didn't know her yet. But if I knew her, I'd have said, where the fuck you at? somebody throw the middle finger up.
Girl, what you doing?
Because if I knew you, I'd be like, where the fuck you at? But I didn't know you yet. So I was like, Jamie, where you at? She was like, oh shit, I'm fucking around. Like, I wanted to come, but fuck it, I'll be there in a second. She pulled up in that chat. And she ended up being the next person to come to the retreat. The first person. 60 plus people have signed invitations, applications, submitted to come to the track. They submitted the email for me to come. You know how many people came? At the end of the day, 2. This is what it means, Libra New Moon purification. At the end of the day, yo.
That wasn't even intentional, but.
Yo, 2. Wasn't even it. 2. 60 plus motherfuckers who knew the price, who knew the requirements, who knew we were in Mexico, who knew everything when they signed up, and we were only taking 8. But at the end of the day, with all the requirements stated up front, 2 motherfuckers came. Now, I'm not saying that if you did not come that you ain't shit. Not even close. But what I'm saying is I know very clear why I set those purification methods, Libra New Moon, up front. Because everybody's not ready. Because I am personally not for everybody. This is what Leo season has taught us, and taught you, and taught me. Me, myself, it's taught me. I'm not for everybody. Because in all sincerity, it's like I'm about the fucking action, cardinal energy. I'm about the fucking results. If you're not ready, you ain't ready. And it's cool. you can fucking sit by and you can listen. But if you're ready, I will promise you that I want y'all to drop the fucking rocket emoji real quick. I will promise you that you're gonna fucking blast off. All I love to do is blast off. You see her banging that shit because she's blasting off right now. She's blasting off. You have no idea what y'all skipping on. Eileen is on blast off. If you have never gotten, I'm drooling right now. If you never got one of her AstroTherapy sessions, mines. If you never got one of her karmic past life healings, Jamie got one, Pharaoh got one, some other people got some. If you never got a past life healing, I'm getting one with her on this Saturday?
Friday, tomorrow.
My bad, Friday.
Tomorrow is a great day for healing.
I'm not even ready. I'm not even ready.
Yeah, I said it. Again, like you really need to start listening to this weekly tarot moon forecast that I'm doing because they are right on point. I've been living by them and they're really on point. Tomorrow I'm getting added too just because of that, because I know the healing is gonna be quicker. Like I'm just not about living in pain.
Tell them.
I taught him how to do a sigil, and Jamie, this is again so on point. We were just talking about those sigils today. I don't know how to do a sigils, and here's his. It's so freaking cool.
I got all 12 zodiac signs in the fucking tattoo. I don't want to cut your face off.
Oh, cut it.
All 12 zodiac signs.
Your new tattoo is worth it.
Eileen has taught me how to make this, and the word is instinct. Now, I want you to type in the chat, instinct. If you're ready to follow your divine feminine, if you're ready, not that you have to be yet, to follow your divine masculine instinct. And me putting this on my body as a sigil has really enacted me to be ready, quite frankly, to activate my divine feminine and masculine instinct.
Because it is really, it does really work. I used to draw runes on myself, and there came a point where I didn't need to do it anymore because the energy was so strong in the part of the body that I was doing it. I used to put like the instinct rune on my left hand with a red marker, then the attraction one in my thigh, again with a red marker and then the one to follow my masculine energy in the right foot because it marks the direction. Like these things really, really work so much, and the fact that it is ink and it's there for their whole life, it just makes a huge difference. It just makes like a huge change. It's so powerful, you don't even know.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna hit Leo, but for Sabrina, I want to say thank you, and I want to honor Eileen. I want you to drop your past life link.
I'm gonna, Sabrina, here for you. This is my link to book my healings, and I'm gonna say it just because.
No, don't, not like that.
Well,
the whole thing.
Well, the whole thing.
Go to my video.
Well, the thing is that I do have currently, for the people that are subscribed to my channel, at 25% off.
Ooh.
And this is just for September. Yeah, October 1st it finishes. So if you book by September 30, you're getting the 25% off just by writing ancestors in. Is anything there else that you would like to ask or that you wanted to know?
No, that's not the one because it's not gonna give the full. Listen, I personally endorse this, and understand this is what Aquarius is. I'm about to personally endorse this, but I want you to understand this is what Aquarius is. Like, it's about. Is it the full thing?
Yeah.
All right, drop it. Click it. Let me see if it actually goes through.
Yeah, because this is a new one.
Okay, thank you. Listen, I'm going to personally endorse that you get a past life healing with Eileen. I've said this with Shireen, who's in the chat right now. Shout out to you, Shireen, when it comes to dreams. But
yeah,
right now,
Shireen's just right on point.
Shireen's on point. Shireen be fucking knocking it out the park. But right now, Sabrina, this is about you. And anybody wants that past life healing, you have a 25% off discount with Eileen. Notice the beauty of Pluto and Aquarius, which is coming in 2023. This is not me saying that, no, she can't promote her services. You got to book with me. No, it's Aquarius. Like, look, you need past life healing. Let me tell you what I don't do. I don't do past life healing. Like seriously, this is Leo and the Leo energy getting ready to perform in Libra season. Leo was on the world stage, but Libra is where finally, after 2 more months of effort, it gets, after full fucking faith, confidence, and honor in its abilities, it gets to Libra. And this is the season, and she's a Libra rising. And Libra sun is like tonight or tomorrow at max, I think.
No, oh yeah, tomorrow.
Tonight or tomorrow at max,
sure.
depending on where you are in the world watching this right now, tomorrow or tonight. And so it's about assigning with logic. At the end of the day, she's past life healings. Tomorrow, I'm getting a past life healing with Eileen myself. And I have some slavery shit I'm dealing with. I got some Greek Roman Colosseum shit that I'm dealing with. I got some betrayal shit that I'm dealing with. And the betrayal energy is fucking with me in my real life, in my day-to-day. So it's like, tomorrow I'm getting a healing with Eileen. So before October, listen, understand the differences. Understand the differences. Understand the differences. You must know what you need. That's a part of the T-square that has happened with Taurus right here, Leo here, Aquarius here. Leo is here, Aquarius is here, but Taurus is right here. Taurus is understanding what it needs. Aries is like, look, I need this. And it go gets it, and it might not need that. Taurus is like, I know I need this. So understand what you know you need. Because tonight, there's one line. I drop my booking links and I drop Eileen's booking links. Know what you need. Do you need past life healing? Go to her. So Sabrina, for you specifically, Sabrina, go to her. JB, do you need, and that's the wild part, because I didn't even mean to say that. JB, do you need this life, right now, your own soul, with your blueprint, your astrology reading has said, in this life, that you put that one. Shireen, you're another one, I know it in my mind, but that's a different story. Do you need this one, in this life, to understand your chart in this life, or is it your past life?
And it is very important when I did the ancestral healing. It is something that came up. When I did that ancestral lineage alignment, I did it because it's related to my life. This is actually how I'm doing these things, because I experiment on myself first. I'm never going to give you something that I've never done before. So I experiment on myself first because it is something that I know that I need. And I had this, I had a cancer surgery exactly 1 year ago. And I did deal with that, but from a past life stance. It was okay because I did have some karma that was there for me. And that's why I had to go through all of this surgical process. But the thing is that it was also ancestral, so it doesn't matter that everything was just stripped out in the surgery. I still had some things to deal with in the ancestral part. And this is something that I really encourage people to understand. Do you need an ancestral lineage alignment, or do you need a past life healing? Sometimes it's both, sometimes it's just one of those. So the understanding of where the root of the problem is, or I don't want to say problem, it's just where the root of this something that is not making sense for you, to understand where it comes from. It makes it so much easier to understand where to heal it, where to go first. And this is something that I do in my healings. I ask for it. This is why the base of all my healings is tarot, because I need to channel your guides. I need to channel what is going on with you to understand what is the healing that goes next. If I need to do some ancestral lineage healing, if I need to do some past life, it is only an alignment of the chakras. Everything can be healed. It's just a matter of understanding where's the root of all that. And it's the same thing with Pernell. If he reads the chart, so he understands where these things come from too, so he is able to do these healings too. Hey, Jasmine! It makes me so happy to see you here.
Jasmine down here?
Yeah, she just say hey.
She joined the membership? Oh, she's on the maintenance. Yes, girl. Yeah. Well, yo, one more shout out to the people maintaining the community. Jasmine coming in as a Virgo rising. Shout out to you. All right. being able to be in here, being able to chat. This is the first member only chat that we bust out. And I want to say thank you. I said it earlier to Secret. She's one of the people that maintain the community, maintain the chat. And because of exactly that, and you kicking out those people who did not belong, whether it was hate or whether it was anything other than love, you have that membership, okay? You have that ability to chat in the chat. I want to say thank you. So, ooh, you ready?
So
I want you to hit it. I want you to hit it.
I can't hit it. I always like have to figure it out. Where is the C? Where's the C? Where's the D?
That's okay. We got this right here. We got Arlene getting ready to play. I'm gonna bust the next rising sign for Leo. Y'all need services within sections. I wish I knew what that means. Did I miss something?
Because it was talking about how you need to know where the healing is needed. And I was telling like, this is why I really need to do some tarot or oracle reading prior, so I can channel the guides and understand where the healing is from.
Listen, we did
if it's
that
ancestral,
already.
if it's chakras,
We
whatever
did that already. But fucking Gabriel disappeared. I'm so mad about Gabriel. Gabriel, where are you? I'm getting pissed off a little bit. Listen, we did that. We did the South. But Gabriel's gone. Gabriel. All right, listen. I'm gonna find Gabriel on Leo.
I figured it out again.
Alright, I'm gonna find Gabriel. I must find Gabriel because it's bothering me. Tell me you're on top. No, he's not on top. Where's Gabriel? You sure you don't have?
I'm sure. I just went to get some chips. Remember?
Damn it! I lost Gabriel, the Archangel Dragon.
You didn't lose anything.
He's somewhere. All right, listen.
He's out purificating something. That's the important part.
Leo. No, this ain't the same. You can't bust that one like that. You gotta bust the. Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna ask you something. Because we're on Leo right now, I'm gonna ask her to bust a Leo. I'm gonna ask you to sing. I'm gonna tell you up front. That's all. That's it.
Okay, I don't know it, so I'm just
Ready,
gonna do it like
I'm gonna do it.
my style.
Ho, I'm gonna get her one more time. Stay close.
I keep on falling.
Ooh, throw the love. Okay. I'm gonna whisper because I know she don't know the song, so I'm gonna give it to you one more time, and I'm gonna throw the camera on her a little bit more. All right, here we go. I'm drooling. I just drooled.
Thank you, Leon.
Yes. How can you not join the fucking membership on Libra New Moon with a message like that? Okay, listen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna ask you to do it one more time, out of practice, out of love, out of joy, out of fucking community, out of everything in your soul, because you love to do what you do. Same message. I keep on falling.
I keep on falling with you.
good. I'm gonna give you credit. But the one right before was fucking gold. I am challenging you to sit with it, to breathe through it on national and fucking international television. All right, I'm throwing the pressure because this is Leo busting into Libra. This is the difference. You had Leo, you had Virgo, and then you had Libra. So this is Leo straight. Drink something. Drink something, because I'm challenging you on world stage to bust the Alicia Keys. I keep on falling in love with you. I ain't even got it. Embrace the fact that Leo was within you and you were that unique, and I can't do what you do. Embrace that shit in your fucking soul. Yes, that one. I want you to bust it. I'm walking away. One more time. Look it. All cameras on. Throw her the new emojis. Okay, listen. Whatever it is, embrace it. Thank you, Shireen. Thank you, fucking Jasmine, Sabrina, playing for a P. Okay, let me try one time. Let me try one time for real. Okay.
You got it, I know it.
I keep on falling out in love with you. I did that for the ranges. Oh, give me the range. Okay, give me the range. Give it all. Blast off. I got the rockets in the emojis right now. Let me get to fucking Virgo's rising sign, but feeling like I'm ready to do it because I'm ready to move on. Give us that fucking smoke, Eileen. That Leo smoke. You are on stage right now.
I keep on falling with you.
That was the fucking one. I'm so down for it.
Oh yeah, you
I'm so
inspire me.
down for it. Give me some of that shit. Yes.
Leo.
Damn. Moment of pause. Ooh! You hit him with the ooh.
Yeah, baby. 7-1, everybody.
I want to hit her Prince side. Damn, they gonna make me do it? I think, because you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I honestly feel like she's in the process, a very slow process. I'm in a very slow process.
But slow and steady win the race.
Slow and steady to win the race. I'm in a very slow process to release my voice because I know I got it.
Of course.
I know it in my soul. I got it. I just need some training.
Yeah, like 1 month after I met him, I was like, you're a natural. Like, I can just listen to it. I can hear it. I can feel it in my soul.
That's when I never thought I would see her again. So I can let it go. You feel me? I can let it all out. I can be like, all right, fuck it. but it's like, that curve. And I'm gonna be honest, this is where Aries in retrograde right now, right? Jupiter in Aries is on that curve of me for myself, believing in myself with something new, like we spoke about, after the purification process. And so
to build something new, literally, this is why you have to let it go. This is why I need to let go of stuff so we can step, so I can step into something new, so we can step into something new.
All right, here we go.
I can stress this enough.
I keep on falling in and out with you. That's what I got.
This boy is on fire. This boy is on fire. He's walking on fire. He's walking on fire.
I think I'm crying right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is real life fucking Scorpio South Node release. We ain't even fucking ever sing a release. It made me feel like Biz Marquee. If you ever find a girl, what's the song? What's this shit called? I don't know. I wish I knew it. I wish I knew the Biz Marquee. I wish I knew it. I don't know it though.
How are you going mine?
Yo, Serene, you funny as shit. Okay, listen. We're gonna bring the duet. We're gonna bring the duet soon. For now, we're gonna bring it back. Somebody timestamp. And throw those fucking rockets up for all the new members out there. Thank you. I appreciate you. Throw the rockets up, show the love, show the support, the Astro support. It's the only membership that I ever intend to create here on YouTube as I get ready to progress it on my website, Off Grid. Thank you, Shireen.
Yeah.
Throw the rockets up because this for me, myself, rocket moment. For Eileen herself, rocking moment. Like, what was it? What was it? What?
My Pisces just were like, woo!
So I want to say thank you and shout out to you. We're now on Virgo risings, Virgo suns,
Did we say
Virgo's
something for?
moons.
No. We didn't do Leo one. Aries, Taurus,
Leo's third
Gemini.
house. Leo's third house.
Cancer.
I got so excited. My bad.
We didn't. Leo. This is Leo.
Jasmine, I know you were Virgo rising out here, so I got excited. I got preemptively.
Yeah.
Somebody shout out Virgo.
This is why we keep a system.
Somebody shout out Leo risings, Leo suns, Leo moons. Can you timestamp that? And we're going to timestamp that. Somebody jump the time of the live for Leo rising, suns, and moons, including my Venus, all right? You're in the third house. Leo, this is not an easy house for you to be in because you're forced to learn and you already kind of know. Why? Because the shadow self of you is I know, quote unquote, as Aquarius gang. So, Leo, you are I play, you are I create, you are I will. All right? So, you know what you will create, you know what your will is about, you know what you feel like playing with. So, in the third house, it's like you have some endeavors to learn, quite frankly. You got school to go to, you got some courses to take, you have some media to go ahead and look up, Leos. You out here and you're recognizing I'm in a learning season. I'm in the student season. You're recognizing that I know that I know what I know, all right? But what I know is no longer enough. What I learned, what I explored curiously like a child, once again, as I rebirth on this Leo new moon, my inner child through new learnings, through some local transport in the community, on a bike, on foot, on a bus, all right? You are recognizing that you will magically, because mutable signs are magic, third house magic, you will magically get on board and on track with rectifying your own personal ego, especially in your creative endeavors, and how you not only support in a charitable way humanity, but you are now recognizing your endeavors in a more magical way, all through curiosity. No longer being stuck in the exact meaning of fixed energy, stuck ass energy. You are now pushing forward, Libra and Cardinal Air. You're pushing forward your new thoughts and your ideas. So I know some Leos in the building right now on this chat, and you're pushing forward, Cardinal. You're pushing forward these new thoughts, these new ideas through the communications you have with others, through the groups that you were involved with others, the tribes you were involved with others. You recognize this who the fuck I am. This is who I am. This is who I've always been. This is who I always will be. And I am no longer afraid to be me.
Yes.
And I'm going to speak it up and speak it out. Go ahead.
So, Jamie, for you, I have the wheel. What's the wheel? It's all about, it's gonna be easy peasy lemon squeezy as long as you let it flow. There are changes coming, but it's happy things, it's happy changes coming into your life. And as long as you have this flow, that as long as you just don't contradict everything in your life, as long as you follow your intuition, it's all gonna flow so easily. There's so many messages coming through you. Take a good look at angel numbers, at animal messengers that may be coming your way, like butterflies, spiders, whatever it is. They're coming to you for a reason. Just follow your intuition, do your research, understand that everything that's happening around is for a reason. Everything that you're going through, all of these changes you're coming for, it's happy changes. They're steering you into the right direction. Understand that there's a time and place for everything, and right now it's the time to get rid of those old patterns that were holding you back. Understand that this wheel of fortune is leading you where you have to be. This game of ride. So it's just going with the flow. It's understanding that the flow of the emotions, the flow of everything that is going through is gonna help. It's gonna be very beneficial for you. So cool. Yeah, intuitive. Well done. I've been feeling you. Like you're really going through the flow, Jamie. I've been following your journey, and I do understand.
Jamie on point.
On point.
Like, Jamie been on fucking fire for months. Like, I'm sorry, I had to shoot.
No.
She's on fucking
Please.
fire. You're fucking rocking it. The conversation I had with you about real life gang shit, okay, back in Puerto Escondido, Mexico, you helped me tremendously to talk about the fact that, you know what, some real thug shit happened in my life, and it is what it is. It will likely never get out on the internet, but I was able to talk about it with you, somebody who I met from the internet, but in real fucking life. So shout out to you, Jamie. You've been fucking fuego. You've been on fire. I love you. Gang, 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 gang. Middle fingers up in the air. I'm done.
Please, just do this abundance pill just to get more in tune with the flow and get what's rightfully yours. You're attracting, you're already doing this for you. I can feel it in my bones. You're already doing this, you're already attracting all the good stuff coming your way. But with this abundance pill, you're just gonna make it go bigger, crazier, like some stuff that you can't even come to imagine right now. You have all of the tools, you have all of the intuition. As long as you follow it, as long as you let it flow, as long as you keep listening to yourself, to the messages of your guides, you're gonna make it, Leos.
Yes.
No, that wasn't. Yeah.
Honestly, I ain't never heard the Kevin Hart clap before. She's getting introduced to full life black culture. I'm like, look here, mother lover. You gotta get the three. The three's the key. 1, 2, 3. Look here, mother lover. And then from there, you start off the sentence. Because 3 is the manifestation number, right? That's where you create shit at. All right. We halfway liars. I don't know.
What?
After Gemini, we did Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer,
Leo.
We got Virgo. So we are halfway. All right. Virgo risings, Virgo suns, Virgo moons, especially. Shout out to you. Sabrina, if you're still in the chat, check in with a past life healing with Eileen. That's an automatic. I know you're supposed to do that. That's a very intuitive message from me to you, back to her, that you're supposed to do that. You should do it. Virgos, somebody hit the time.
Even if it's not like a past past life healing per se, but just looking into your Akashic records, it's gonna help you a lot. Even if it's not with me, just listen to me. Do Akashic records. It doesn't have to be with me. Do Akashic records. That's something that I'm channeling from your guides.
Boom, you got Jamie busting in a fucking intuitive abundance spell with you. Bang. Shireen said Virgo 244. So Jamie, check in with that past life. Check in. Check in, check in. Okay, here we go. Virgo, drop the link, Eileen. Virgo, you're now looking at second house of values. Second house is a house of earth, it's a house of fixed nature. So Virgo, you are a mutable sign and energy on a consistent, but now you're checking with the fixed energy of Taurus while Uranus is in Taurus. The most healing energy that has happened possibly in 2022 has been Virgo combined with Taurus. So we've had Virgo in the sun, the Mercury, and just recently Venus trining Uranus and Taurus. So we have the most accelerated and high frequencies, high science versions and mythologies of healing. I have recently been doing more healing than I have in my entire life. I have a healing session in my past life with Eileen tomorrow. So Virgos, not Virgos, but everybody that needs past life healings, you should check in with her. Check her link.
Just healing in general tomorrow, Friday.
It's been a month and a half.
Yeah,
it's been a month and a half of healing. Like, it's a good time to get readings from people, tarot sessions, healing session. Today, she got a fucking energetic chakra reading session. It's like, listen, it's a good time to heal.
Tomorrow, especially, there's something happening in the lunar days and lunar mansions. And it's especially beneficial for healings. So tomorrow, do some healing for sure. Even if you want to do it in the comfort of your own home, there's a shit ton of stuff in the internet that you can do. I have a trigger shadow work. I have the ancestral lineage alignment. Whatever you want to do, just do it tomorrow. Tomorrow is a great day for healing because you're going to be understanding all those energies, and it's going to be so much quicker, so much faster, so much... your channels are going to be so much more open that all of this healing is going to come through. Just easy.
It's just that simple, you know. I got a woman from California who has an astrology reading tomorrow, and she's not on the email list, so she got it for $188. But I got another guy who booked 2 days ago. He got it for $144. It's $144 if you're on the email list. It's just that simple. Get on the email list. Eileen is dropping her post on the email. I'm dropping what you need to know in energies from the email, and we're doing it on a third part together. So Virgo, you got yours for the second house. It's all about healing in the moment. The healing starts with you understanding the boundaries you need to set up for yourself and your self-worth. And it's just that simple. You're recognizing right now what monies you have in order to be more charitable, all right, to other people in the healing space. So Virgo risings, Sun, Moon, and Virgo, as well as Venus especially. Mercury, you might be thinking about it. Maybe you're not actually about it because it's just the mind. So if you got your mind with your heart and your heart with your body, Virgo risings, suns, moons, and Venus, you are in a place where you are fully valuing and you're aware of what the emotional needs are for you to heal, for you to actually rise into everything yourself. So it's like, it's a good time. Libra New Moon, from now and for the next 6 months. So that might not be today, right? That may be from now to the next 6 months. Libra, is the purification in one-on-one environments and one-on-one interactions, as well as social groups. So whether it's in a social group or community, working into Aquarius, or if it's just one-on-one with therapy with you yourself, it is a beautiful time to start to learn what it means to heal. This is the time you go see a shaman. This is the time you go see a past life healer. This is the time you go see somebody who can look into your Akashic records. This is the time you could see somebody who could look into your soul work and actually go get that therapy session on that soul individually. This is therapy. Libra is therapy.
So you have the Hanged Man in reverse. So I'm going to show you upright position. But what is like, it's just a warning. Don't overextend. Don't sacrifice yourself unless it's completely necessary. It's probably not necessary. Look at any of the aspects of your life where you feel like you're overextending, or you feel like you're overgiving. It's probably just not worth it. You really don't have to overextend that much, especially because you have to. This is a time for reflection in oneself. It's time for reflection in our own space. So whatever we do for others is great. It's humanitarian, whatever. But right now it's time to focus on ourselves. How are we feeling? When I did get this Mermaid card earlier, they're fascinating to me right now about why would you do some things for others and you're not willing to do them for yourself. So think about this. What are the things that you're doing for others that you're not willing to do for yourself? And this could be something so easily as giving a foot massage for your partner, but then not doing it for yourself, not giving yourself the time to actually keep that same self-care. And it seems something so obvious and so banal that you might overlook it. But Virgo is also the body. It's also something that you have to look for yourself. What is the things that you're neglecting about yourself and that you're so willingly giving to others? You remember, this is also about not pouring from an empty cup. Fill your cup first and then go to others. That resonated, so I'm going to say it again. Don't pour from an empty cup. Fill your cup first and then pour into others. I think that's it.
First house, Libra. I feel like giving it back to her because she has a Libra rising this year. So I can't even understand what it might mean more. Understanding that first house is the personality, it's the self. It's exploring your basic needs and your basic instincts, your basic needs for security before you get to Taurus. First house is pushing, Cardinal Fire, opposite of Libra energy in the new moon, Cardinal Air. So wherever Libra sits in your chart, Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising, I want you to understand that you're in the first house. You're going through a brand new makeover of your identity, learning how to be bold and courageous within yourself. Somebody times hit Libra on a new moon for the Libra rising, for the 12 rising signs. And I want to say this is a double whammy for you. Alright? What does first house in Libra mean? Knowing that Libra is naturally the second house, and that first house is naturally Aries of the self. What does that mean? How can you play it?
I mean, lately how it's been showing up to me is to not pretend. If you're not okay, you're not okay. Just be true to yourself. It's more harmful to even pretend something that you're not. Even if you think that it's for the sake of someone else, because I've done this myself, so I understand where this is coming from. Like, even just like 2 months ago, I was just trying to overextend myself and sacrifice my own comfort so everyone else was okay. But this is something that you do not have to do. This is something that we do not have to do. If you're not okay with something, just say it, express it, and take care of yourself before taking care of everyone else. That's the main message.
So purify the process of where you're taking care of others more than you're taking care of yourself, because that's Libra. And getting rid of and actually pissing it out, because the kidneys is what urinates and filtrates the system, whether it's through alcohol or drugs. It filtrates the system through the food. It filtrates the system of the extra toxins that Virgo did not get. Scorpio 12th house. Okay, Shireen, I know you're in the group. Jamie, I know you're in the group. Hey, look, right here, I'm in the group. Scorpio risings. We out here, we gang. Listen, Libra New Moon is all about the 12th house. It's the one house that Scorpio risings actually enjoy being in. Now, if we get caught in the bullshit narrative of trying to impress other people, it is not a house that's enjoyable. It's not a house that we actually care.
Wait. Did we go to Libra? What sense is Leo?
So Libra's 12th house. So Scorpio's 12th house.
Okay, so Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. This one's Libra.
So Libra, no, we just was on Virgo. You just did Virgo first house.
Yeah, this is Virgo. So we're going on Libra, not
No,
Scorpio.
Virgo is Libra's first house. Am I saying something different? You just did Virgo. I mean, I keep saying it. I'm sorry. You just did Libra.
No, I did Virgo.
But the definition you gave was yourself as a Libra rising, first house.
Oh yeah, because you asked, but this is Virgo. I haven't pulled a card for Libra.
Well, that's obviously a card you just pulled for
Virgo.
But it was Libra's energy, so you can pull a card for Virgo if you want. But we're on Scorpio. We just did Libra. Right or wrong? Am I off? Somebody tell me in the chat. I could just be fucked up. It could just be that simple. Like, tell the truth.
Does anybody know what we're doing right now? I thought that I was doing this for Virgo. Yeah, because this was a Jasmine. Yeah.
Between the cats and the coyotes.
Yeah, she did Virgo.
Was it Virgo?
Yeah.
Am I drunk?
Yes. Yeah, when did you do Libra? This is Virgo. The hangman was for Virgo, I'm sure.
Because I gave it to you because I thought it was Libra. But I did say Virgo and Libra back and forth. Listen, I read astrology charts for a living. Okay. For a living! I look at charts every day. All 12 zodiac signs are a part of me and a part of you. So, forgive your boy. Alright, give me the dice. Give me the dice.
Libra.
What we got, man? Aries on the 5th and Pluto. That makes no sense right now, but it'll come back later. Alright.
I'm just telling you when you're ready to
I rolled
do
Aries and Pluto 5th house. It's gonna hit when it's gonna hit. So is this Libra now?
Yeah, this is Libra now.
Motherfucker. Okay. What's the Libra? Because you're the Libra rising. That's the whole point. I had said that before. I don't know.
I mean, the thing about Libra rising.
This live is funny as shit. Yo, thank God. Because I told her earlier, I was like, look, this is the T-square for me between Aquarius. We just busted T-square video between Aquarius and Leo. But the T part, the friction was between what do you have for money to do what you do. But the whole Leo aspect of it in the 9th house was, look, I have Leo in the 9th. And like, when I teach, I want it to be a performance. This shit should be fun. Learning should be fun. To me personally, the reason I'm running memberships, it should be fun. I don't need this shit to be anything less than. So go ahead. Libra, what we got?
Okay, so for Libra, I got...
First house.
Yeah.
Identity. Boldness.
Done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for Libra, I got the 2 of... Wow, the 2 of Swords. That's so harsh. And it's about balancing the mind and the heart. So remember that the whole Libra New Moon is about cutting ties. So there's something that you need to cut in order to make this mind and heart balance much easier, more harmonic. What is it? And this is something that you will feel in your soul. This is something that you are going to feel intuitively. I have no idea. The thing... Things are just disappearing here, guys. So, Libras, this is upright. The 2 of Swords is upright. So what is it that you need to let go or understand and set boundaries with that is making you have a more harmonious relationship between your mind and your heart? This is something that you're going to feel intuitively. This is something that's just going to be feeling good within your system. And again, I feel like this is about understanding the feelings and the emotions that are coming over. If you feel something, again, anger, rage, depression, these are not bad emotions. These are coming anxiety. These are not coming just because. It is the way of your subconscious to make it to your awareness, to understand where are these boundaries broken, where is this harmonizing needing to be. So understand that whenever you feel this trigger, take a time, take a pause to understand what's really happening within yourself. Why do you feel that some boundaries are being crossed? Why do you feel this anger? Why do you feel this rage? Why do you feel this depression? Why do you feel this anxiety? And understanding anxiety as a fear from the future. So what's making you feel anxious about the future? What's going on in your life that's not letting you make the right choices or right decisions? And again, this new moon is right on your sign. And remember, again, the new moons are the lack of light. So don't make any decisions rashly. Take your time, whatever it is. If you don't feel 100% sure, then politely say like, I'm gonna have to step away a little bit, understanding for myself, and then I'll come back to you. This is something that you really have to do in order to set these boundaries, and this is going to be beneficial for yourself. Understanding that these boundaries have to be set. You're not gonna give a step on false. You're gonna give a step just when you're ready to do it.
Ooh!
I love this Aries
Get
baby
crunk
stuff.
with it. Get crunk, baby. Let's go.
I'm always telling him that I will just this baby energy when you sometimes just starts dancing and out with this music. It's like it's baby energy because it's so pure, it's so magical.
Welcome back, Aries. We in this motherfucker. I can't wait to 2025 when Neptune goes back into Aries. All you stupid mother lovers who playing games, finally, life and destiny is gonna bop your ass and we don't have to. I'm done.
Pernell inner child. Yeah, it's Leo moon. So listen to your inner child.
Yeah, the music was on channel.
Yeah.
I was channeling Eileen. I was like,
Yeah, check what house is your Leo. You're gonna understand a lot of things. And do it today. Because as 2:53 on the 23rd, it's gonna be
yeah.
what Virgo moon.
Yeah, she making music. That's what I saw. Okay, listen. I feel like Shaft. We are now through number 7, like I thought we were, and we're on to Scorpio.
Like I thought.
So somebody bust the Scorpio message.
You have no idea how funny this is.
Yo, I swear I thought we was on it. 12th house, back to my Scorpio rising gang. Maybe my anticipation as an Aries was like, look, I know where we going. I know where the message is. I know where we at.
Let the Scorpio rising
Let the Scorpio rising live. Like,
that.
yo, Scorpios, y'all know what it is. Can we live? Can we breathe? Can we get it? Because each and every one of y'all see the real deal. And the beauty about everything Scorpio related is nobody else really knows what it is until you have Scorpio placements and planets. So, Scorpio moon, Scorpio risings. Where you at? Shout out with the Scorpio. I might have to make an emoji just on Scorpios. I think we're about 3 members away from actually getting new emojis. And my next one, I promise you, will be something Scorpion related, bad ass, just for Scorpios. We're in the 12th house. So in the 12th house, Scorpio, you're in the one place that you can be, that you enjoy to be, because you can actually hide. Now, when I say hide, what I really mean is to be private. It's the one house that you can actually be private. And that's what Scorpios have always desired. The reason why you desire privacy is because you are the purest of pure beings. You are the one who goes to the deepest layers of all darkness, and you find the single inch of light, and you make sure that that thing shines bright. So on the 12th house, this is all about that deep dive into the infinite, into the cosmic, into the interdimensional. When you finally have discovered your answer straight up from God. Because 12th house is God, but God from a feminine aspect. God from an aspect that's not masculine like Sagittarius, who wants to devote and find and focusing on God, on who God is, like God is Jesus or God is Yahweh. Feminine energy, Pisces, is God is all around us. God is everything. God is the being of a plant, no different than an animal, no different than a black, white, Indian, or Asian person. That's 12th house Pisces version of God. God is within us. God is all. So on a new moon for the next 6 months from now and further forward, Scorpios, you are finding your position and your understanding through rest and isolation of God. And through that, you're going to be able to walk through the valley of shadows. I don't even know the rest of the Bible verse. You're going to walk through the valley of shadows of death. Okay? And you're going to come out on top. You're going to come out bright and shining. So, in the 12th house, other than that, what you might need to do is surrender to what foreign travels or foreign excursions bring you through and to Scorpio. And as a part of that, while the South Node is in your sign, is very important to represent what that means for you. And that's the simplicity of, you've been facing your fucking demons. I know for a fact that 12th house is all about irrational fears. And I have been facing and addressing and understanding what have my irrational fears been. And as I understand that more and more and more, I recognize very clearly that they're irrational. And that God has got me from this step, point A to point Z, back to A through Z, in any fucking order, alphabetical or not. And that's the purpose of faith. So you are in the process of faith in the relationship that you form with clients, friendships, and lovers. You're on the path of faith. Even if a client, friendship, or lover does not pan out to be what you hoped it to be, at the end of the day, it shall be. And this too shall pass. Because at the end of the day, Scorpio, you are a form of transformation.
So, I've got the Knave of Pentacles, also known as the Knight. So it's about patience, it's about methodical work, it's about the day-to-day work, perseverance. Whatever it is that you might feel as, and we've been getting this message so much. I do have a Scorpio in my chart, in a very important place. So this is very important to get out. Whatever challenges that you've been getting are only to make you stronger, they're not to make you recede what you're doing. So even if you feel like everything in life is like denying you whatever it is that you want to go for, don't waver. Don't, just keep going forward, keep moving towards your goal. This is the main thing. It doesn't matter whatever that you've been going through, you really have to just keep going, keep that force, keep that strength. Everything is just to make you stronger. Literally, every challenge that you're getting is just the path that the gods are sending to you to make you a better warrior, to give you more tools in order to achieve more of your goals later in life. So for all of you Scorpios, just keep working, keep this perseverance, keep the day-to-day work. Everything you're doing, don't think of it as these things that have come to you as a setback, because they're not. They're just a way to make you realize that you have way much more strength within yourself than you even realize. So keep going, keep working, keep the perseverance. Even if it's slow, even if you feel like it's slow, it's really not. This is just a perception. Just keep going. Every step, as little as it may seem to you, is actually so big. Just acknowledge it. This Libra New Moon is going to show it to you.
I wish I heard what she just said. I'm over here like, damn, I'm a Scorpio rising, and I wish I heard that shit. Somebody timestamp that motherfucker. God damn, I wish I heard what she said. It sounded like it was powerful.
It was powerful.
It sounded very impactful.
It is powerful. It's impactful.
It sounded like I didn't want to take a pee break while it was going on. That's what it sounded.
I mean, you even wrote that, like, what?
Lift the leggy.
Wait, Jamie.
Yeah, she pissing outside.
What does that mean? I'm
She's
sorry.
peeing outside.
I'm really sorry, but for my ignorance. But how do you pee outside?
What do you mean? You never been a woman? You never peed outside?
I'm a girl.
I've had girls pee in the car that I've been on ecstasy with, and a fucking bottle no bigger than this. Her accuracy was either she missed and got it on track, or she got it on track off the rip. But I've had women in the car on the drive of ecstasy pissing in bottles like this. It's almost like she knew she was dehydrated, her shit was yellow, but it came out clear. Because she was like, I can't afford the embarrassment. With a car full of like 7 people in it. What do you mean you can't pee outside?
No mames.
What neighborhood? What barrio? ¿Cuál barrio? Barrio. ¿De dónde eres? ¿Cuál barrio? Okay, I got it. I wasn't even gonna mention that last part. Okay, listen. Shit, we're leaving her, so only natural. Absolutely, Eileen. This is why I did my spell today.
I mean, I know that it's natural, but being a girl, it's so much harder just to relieve yourself outside.
In the car on ecstasy. I make no jokes. I took MDA once and ecstasy once, and this one was ecstasy. On the way to Pasha in New York. Shout out to y'all if y'all know what Pasha is in New York City. It's like three-floor. It's like a 3-story dome. It's the type of club you go to and you dance by yourself and you good. You ever been in a club and you just by yourself? You just squeaking over there in the corner. You know? Ain't nobody know what you doing, but you doing it and you don't go. Okay, listen. So shout out to you, Jamie, because another one of y'all in this chat right now, and I know you're here. I broke bread with you out, and we were peeing, and I'm holding my shirt up. I'm like taking my damn jacket off and holding my jacket up so that nobody else can see her peeing. I'm not gonna shout her name out.
Yeah, no, that's called in Spanish, in Mexican. It's like hazme casita.
Hazme casita.
Yeah, like literally like a shelter, and we girls we used to do that, like just stand in a circle around the one that's peeing or pooping or whatever. Like hazme casita. We're like, no one's looking. No one can see past this point.
Meanwhile, I drove 2.5 hours to get to the location. I was by myself, and all I had was a shirt. Hazme catica. Whatever.
Casita.
Hazme
like
casita.
little home, casita.
Casita. Hazme casita. I had my own hazme casita. With a shirt. And we're in the middle of a session. Like this woman paid to have me drive 2.5 hours to go work with her in a healing session. We had a hazme casita in a public park. The only park. In the goddamn, I won't even say the state because whatever, it was in the US. Old school toilets. Okay. Sag. Somebody timestamp this. Sagittarius. I'm here to help you out. You're finally here and you're happy to be here. Why? Sagittarius, honestly, you've been getting shit on for a long time and you have not been in a place of home. But as Scorpio season arises, that means you're going into the 12th house. So Libra season means that you're in the 11th house, which means that you're finally in the spotlight and it's time Sag risings, Sag sun, Sag moon, Sag Venus, to understand that you fucking love the spotlight. And socially, you're ready to show up on the world stage as everything explosive and wild that you are. Sagittarius, you are the god flame. All right, you are literally Jupiter. You are Zeus itself in its masculine form, which deserves each and every one of the praises granted and given to you, Sagittarius. And what I mean by that is like with the 11th house, you are now understanding the friendships, the passion work, the groups and communities that are officially supporting your cause for humanity. One bringing you to a higher level of ascension. And you took a lot of time in the dark to understand and embrace this. Because I know your transits prior, and honestly, most of them have been shit towards you. You've been getting a handful of shit. But you are now officially in that place where you're turning lemons into lemonade. So in the 11th house, enjoy this next 6 months because your blast off looks like no other. And this is your season before you take your final and last rest in Scorpio season before your season in the 1st house. I always has mi casita. You're funny as shit. That's super funny.
Güey, no mames.
Quick cool down.
That's mi casita. It's like, it's just such a, like
Casita.
these things you do in concerts, these things that you do where there's no public bathrooms to go.
It's things that you do if you're Pernell Bobby on a date.
Oh yeah, we went to Chapultepec once in Mexico City. Like, it's the whole public place. It's like, I gotta pee. I'm like, okay, there's a public bathroom like 2 blocks away. But as I was saying that, he was just already leaving himself.
Like, did you hear me? I said I had to pee. Did you hear me? I mean, right now. I don't fucking wait for shit. Aries, I gotta piss.
Yeah, he didn't even need a casita or anything. He just like,
She was like, did you
That's it.
piss? I was like, I'm done. She was like, nuh-uh. And I was like, who is this girl?
this was the 3rd day, mind you. Like,
And I'll be who I am from day one. I'm a piss when I need to, okay?
that's so cool. That's just so cool.
What's
really.
the card for Sag?
For Sag, it's a Chariot, but it is on reverse. So I'm sorry to tell you because the Chariot upright is such a bright card. It's about victory. It's about overcoming all of your obstacles, all of the challenges. But it came in reverse. So what this means is a delay. It's about there's something that's out of control. Literally, you are a fire sign, so it's easy that this happens. And it is an evolved fire sign. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this isn't so out of control as an Aries in the first second. This is Sagittarius that we're talking about, but there's still so many fierce things that you want to do, that you want to just embrace, that you want to live, and it just makes it a little bit difficult for you to have this pauses and understandings and to make these decisions on your own for yourself. What is happening? What are all of these things that are on your mind? You just relay so much on instinct, and this isn't a bad thing naturally to rely on your instinct for all of the things. You just have to understand that you're still gonna need a little bit of intellect for things to just make sense. So whatever it is, make sure that your intuition and your mind are balanced again, because your fire signs can just go off to war and think nothing of it. But there's still some things that you have to understand. This Libra season is also showing us that you have to be a little bit more polished in order for these alliances to work out, because you're not working alone. Sagittarius is not an individual sign.
11th house.
Yeah, it's not an individual sign. You have to work with others. So if you were by yourself, it would be like, okay, just do what feels good for you. But right now, what this card is telling me is that you're too out of control. You do need to talk to somebody about this before you make any rash decisions. So before September 28th, you need to talk to someone in order for this to make sense. You cannot just go be out wild and do whatever it is that you please. You need to understand it from a logical point of view, not only from your intuition.
Bang, bang, bang. Somebody timestamp this. I know I got some Sag moons out there.
Oh yeah.
Timestamp Capricorn. Your natural house of recognition. I know Cap risings in real life, a couple, and these motherfuckers are on fire. They're not talking to too many people because the amount of external recognition and attention that they're getting is just like almost too much. It's in a place where they're finally feeling recognized for what they do. Whether it's dream work, they're feeling recognized for their dream work. Whether it's exercise and physiology, they're feeling recognized for exactly that. Cap risings, sun and moon. You are feeling yourself while Libra is in the new moon. If you're not feeling it off rip right now, you do see it forward that from now the sacrifices that you're making on a social and a private level will pay off dividends 6 months from now. Because this is a Libra new moon, which means that it does take 6 months to play out for each and every one of the rising signs specifically, but working into the sun, the moon, and the Venus. So it's like right now, what you're recognizing is you can no longer take validation from an external source outside of yourself. Some part of you have understood and realized that you really fucking love the clout. You love the attention. You love showing up in the ways that you do. But you're also recognizing at the same time that there's a purification process of the people who are pushing forward your career that they require. Right now, there's a certain requirement, there's a certain status, there's a certain responsibility that the people you're relating with that they must take and maintain. So this could be something simple, even for you yourself, if you know that you got meetings and you got places where you're finally going to be expanded on your reputation, you're recognizing and you're accepting and you're embracing that this new thought of the idea of who I am, who and how I want to show up, and how will I use my influences, my relationships, my connections. You understand how I will use. Capricorn is I use, and Libra is I balance. You're going to balance how you use those connections. No longer just saying, look, I'm in it for the clout.
So, for you, Sag, I have the Knave of Swords, but again, in reverse. I'm gonna show it upright so you can see the picture because it's very beautiful. I do love this tarot. I was kind of pissed at the beginning that it has so mundane stuff, but it has both things, and it made me realize, like, yeah, we're still living in this human world, so it makes sense that it has such humane things, some physical things working in this world, in this physical world. But however, the thing about the Knight of Swords is about understanding where do you have to release the control. The swords are all about intellect. And for you Capricorns, I'm just feeling that. Where do you have to release control? You do have to use the knowledge in order to make these ambitions come true. You have a lot of plans. You have literally your whole future plan for yourself. So this is about following your intellect and doing something humanitarian, doing something for everyone else, not just for yourself. This is about giving to others. So what is it that you have on your hands that you can give willingly to somebody else? It could be doing charity. This could be something as simple as giving a coin or a taco to the people, to the person that's standing on your corner every day that you walk past by and you're like, no, not today. Just do some charitable work. It is gonna go a long way for you because you remember that everything that you give comes back to you multiplied by 7. So if you give $1 to a person in need, then you're automatically gonna get $77 for yourself in your business. Do something charitable, do something from the heart, not listen just only to your mind. Listen also to your intuition and to your heart because it is gonna be going a long way, especially in this Libra season.
Last two, Aquarius. You.
Aquarius just makes me shiver.
You.
Like if there's something as an Aquarius stallion, I feel like it's within me just shivering and.
So this is kind of vibing with me. I have Aquarius in the 9th house this year in my progress chart. It's technically in my Mars. I have Mars in Aquarius in the 11th. Sorry, in the 9th house. Mars in Aquarius in the 9th house. So mark it. Mars in Aquarius in the 9th house. Here we go. 323. The Mabon Pagan holiday. The last holiday in Mabon culture.
The next last. Remember, this is still June in December. This is the harvest. This is where everybody just lays back and recognizes that everything that they've done for themselves, it's cool. They get to have a big banquet and to enjoy what they've been working for.
Purify. I'm like, hit me with the salt, babe. Clear my mind up. I see the 9 right now. So you have close to the last. Before the spring equinox, March 23rd, March 21st. Aries season. Ninth house in Aquarius, you're in the process of pushing forward, not only in the therapies required between the conversations and discussions you have with other people to address your fears and your anxieties, yet and still you are now looking in the place of actually publishing something that is in the form of high science or futuristic science, futuristic developments among your friendships. You're looking to push something that nobody has never done before, something that is completely unique and conventional to you yourself. You're now understanding that maybe you need to take some foreign travels abroad, or maybe you need to start seeing things from a more optimistic and joyful standpoint. Because Aquarius, let's be honest, you're a very negative sign. Like, it's just a simplicity. Like, you like to stay in the dark, you like to stay in the void, in depression and anxiety. But and yet and still you will support somebody who into joy, into compassion, and you will almost push somebody in that more light Sagittarian type of optimistic situation. But you're recognizing when there's no moon, it might take you 6 months to do it, that you're only doing it because these are the same things, same beliefs that you want to push forward for the next, for yourself, basically. You want to push these humanitarian, these light, optimistic, and joyful experiences, life magic, Sagittarius, ninth house. You're pushing this experience forward with new relations. You are no longer disseminating information from Aquarius to Libra. You are now taking your own advice, recognizing where has your ego been too high, where has your ego been too explosive. Drop the rocket emoji for those of you that can. Where has your ego been too rocket-like, in a way where you're pushing it, you're doing well, you're doing great, but you're doing it for others and not yourself. And you're setting those pure boundaries. Thank you, Shireen. You're setting those pure boundaries for your next blast off. Because you have a blast off, you're likely to be taking Moon, Rising, Venus, Sun sign, Aquariuses, these new creative expressions forward while addressing the fact that you are now bolder, more courageous in your character. You got that fire, you got that spunk, you got that spark lit under your ass. And you're ready to do it, but you might be facing some barriers, some blocks, some setbacks. And it's like, recognize those setbacks are only there for the setup.
And for you, Aquarius, I have the Lovers, which is about balancing two opposite energies. This could easily be, again, the mind and the heart, but this could be anything, literally anything that just opposes to your beliefs. And I just used this post in my Instagram about how intelligence is not about knowing it all, it's about being willing to change and to shift and to admit that you're wrong. Because we, and especially for Aquarius, like, they're so know-it-alls, and I'm saying this having 3 Aquariuses in my chart. So this is a very strong energy for me. I do feel it whenever I do research. Like, I never like to be wrong. No one ever does, but especially Aquarius is like, I'm never wrong. I'm just right. I know it. It's within my cosmic knowledge in my DNA. So understanding that the willing to change is something so much very important. Understanding that being open to whatever opposition, it's super important, especially right now. I feel it with this message that just to be open and be willing to be wrong, be willing to understand that the knowledge that you have, the patterns that you've been following all of your life might not be the right ones, because we might be caught off in patterns that are coming from our ancestral, that are coming from our parents, something that is being taught to us since we were like 0, since we were like -9 months. This is something that is, of course, in our DNA. It's something that's not so easily changed, but understanding that it can change and it should change in order for the world to be a better place. So whatever is coming to you, and I am saying this and channeling this message right now. If something is triggering you, if there is something bothering you a lot, it's probably where you need to change. And as an Aquarius, I'm going to say it's where we need to change. If there's something triggering, if there's something that is giving your emotions a shift, if there is depression, if there is sadness, if there is guilt, if there is shame, if there is rage, that is somewhere where we need to change right now, that we need to understand right now why is this bothering us, and understanding that being wrong, it's a good thing sometimes. Understanding that we're wrong and being willing to change, our spirits being willing to go through that healing, it's something major, and it's something that this world is in great need right now. Understand that, especially for you Aquarius, we're right now in the age of Aquarius. So we're literally the ones guiding this whole generation, guiding this whole humanity. So be willing to be wrong. This is the main message for you.
And to finish Aquarius, being wrong only means that you're dissolving what you once knew. And it's not much more than that. Because mutable science is all about dissolution or dissolving a certain wisdom or intellect that was already in place from a masculine perspective. And these things always change. And that's what mutable signs offer. But Libra is in the Cardinal Air, so it's pushing forward those new ideas. Right after Virgo is in Mercury, our mind, aka of letting go of old ideas, as well as old behaviors and thought patterns. So that's how that is significant for you, Aquarius. Pisces, as we knock you in the head, 3 hours close, not all the way there yet, into the live. We came out here and we gave you our soul and our life on this live. Lord knows I got a fucking whole one-on-one session in the morning.
In the morning. Come on, 12 p.m. is the morning still. Please help me. It's not the morning. Right here in Mexico, we have a saying like, you say good morning until 11:59, and we have a saying like, buenos dias. Oh, no. That is death, because it's after 12, so it's not good morning anymore, it's good evening.
Listen, I'm Hades incarnated, so I lived in the dark almost all my life. Alright, I'm from the underworld, let's be honest. Hades Bruja's shop didn't come from nowhere. She's the Bruja and I'm Hades. And I come from the fucking underworld. It is what it is. So, time doesn't exist down there. Okay? So, like I said, we finally made it to Pisces, and I have an AstroTherapy session one-on-one in the morning. Is that the card? Is that the card?
It's a stick in Africa.
Fuck, where's Gabriel? Gabriel
Hey, there's a gummy thing
Oh my god, where?
missing.
Look at this.
I know, the gummy is missing.
Oh my god, okay. Pisces, here we go. Pisces, you're in the 8th house. This is a house that I don't even know what the hell that means for you. I'm gonna be honest.
Hey.
I'm gonna be like, look, Pisces in the 8th, what does that mean? If I was to go traditional in astrological format, okay, that means you are a motherfucking space cadet.
I mean,
You are the girl with the goddamn umbrella who's red in the middle of the astronaut's head.
when are we not? Like, Pisces, just
You think
out
you
of
got,
this
you think you got
world.
more? You think you got one more note in you?
More what?
One more note?
Nope.
Yeah, but I gotta figure it out. Listen, if you're in the chat, I want you to tell us what you want her to sing, and I'm gonna emulate what that is. But Pisces, she is a Pisces, is the final release and the surrendering. So drop that in the chat. Drop it with some of the brand new emojis. Thank y'all for the members involved and joined into the chat. We got a new selenite crystal. Really loving the selenite tower. Not gonna lie, it's been changing the game. All right. So,
We knew it did that from the beginning. We were just playing games.
game. No, we weren't playing games. You were playing games. I'm gonna let it go. Because I wanted the sunlight off the rip. All right. Tell me if you want a song. Earlier I gave you the Alicia Keys. I keep on falling. Pisces North Node. Who's a Pisces? Maybe that's the song.
Who's a Pisces?
Maybe you just give us
Rihanna is a Pisces with Gemini rising.
Okay, so she's the same as you. So we're gonna pick up a song from her. You got one?
Yeah. Other umbrella, no, but I'm
Umbrella
gonna
is
think.
a-
I'm gonna think of
All
something
right.
else.
So
yeah.
she's gonna think of one, and we're gonna give you the Pisces. Excuse me, 8th house definition. 8th house, the house of alcohol, death, and rebirth. Now, excuse me, death and rebirth goes very well with Pisces as for the ending of all suffering. Suffering happens in the 8th house or Scorpio's house. All the dirt when it comes to sexual molestation, rape. I understand this took a fucking side turn, but it's what I needed to say. When it comes to, not energetically receiving what you need in your life in exchange for something in the physical world as you get something from the metaphysical. This is things Scorpio related. This is about Pisces understanding what has burned you in your life. Pisces sun, moon, or rising, as well as Venus. And for me, I have my Pisces and Venus this year. So it's about me valuing what has actually burned me in my life, but it's time to finally be done and transformed. And I've been going ahead and saying, and Shireen, I see you in the chat, it's been about me going ahead in the last like 72 hours, I've apologized. Literally, as an Aries, who they say does not apologize, which is false. I have apologized to the people who have deserved it for the reasons that they have deserved it. And so Pisces, this is what I'm kind of getting for you, is about this 8th house finally letting go of the things that have caused you so much pain and so much suffering, whether it's this year or all the years in accumulation. What are the things that has caused you pain and suffering? How can you, through the occult information, push forward with new ideas and thoughts around what you research in the occult, as well as how you engage in intimate relationships with the people that you are sexually engaged and involved with, Pisces? How can you push forward with new ideas, new thoughts, different, keyword, different than the relationships you have with other people in the past? All right, so what I got for you is
Death in reverse, which is that we're holding on to something that we don't need to hold
8th
anymore.
house death.
Yeah, we're literally the house of death. This is where karma ends. And I've been feeling this for my mission so much this week. Things have to end somewhere. It doesn't, just because our ancestors and there has been such a long line of people just doing this, it doesn't mean that we have to keep going. It's something that we don't even believe on. Yes, we might be still part of a program, but we do have a way out of it. And this is something that's just been coming clearer and clearer just every day, every hour this whole week. Just because something has been comfortable, it doesn't mean that's the way to go. Even if it means to be uncomfortable a little bit, if this is a way to be free, this is exactly that we need to do. Pisces is an ethereal sign. Pisces is where the karma ends. Literally, we are karma. We are the end. We are. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still keep you feeling down. Will never break the chain. We're breaking the chain. We're just this final link that needs to go. Somewhere this needs to stop. And for Pisces, even if it's rising sun or moon, you need to realize where are the areas where these whole things, even if they're learned patterns, they have to go. Really have to let go of everything that is not serving us anymore, even if it's so engraved within ourselves. Because sometimes, I mean, ignorance is not just something that comes just because we don't want to see. As Pisces, it's very easy to do that, to just choose not to see something. But it's also something so ingrained within our systems that it's easy to just overlook sometimes. But once it's come to our awareness, it is up to ourselves to think if we are going to change it or if we are going to keep living with it. So right now, this is the whole meaning of this death card in reverse. Stop holding to old patterns. And I'm talking to myself right now too. Just because something is more comfortable, if you're not looking at it, because I used to do that so long in my life with feminism, with racism, with a lot of things. I just choose to poverty, hunger. I just choose to make a blind eye because it was easier to my soul. Pisces are so empathetic that it's so hard sometimes to listen to all of these things that are horrible and happening to the world right now. So it's easier to just be like, this isn't happening, and just stay out of social media and stay out of the news so we can't suffer because of it. But we're also the end of karma, so it is a great responsibility. It's something that we have to go through and understand that if you chose to be a Pisces on this life,
yeah, you chose that life.
Moon or rising, it's for a reason, and it's most likely that this reason is to end with all this hate and with all of this rage that is happening. It is not a bad thing that you feel these things. It is a bad thing if you decide to give it a blind eye and just not do anything about it, because we have the resources. And I am speaking as a white woman right now. If I have the privileges, let's use them. Let's take advantage of this and give a platform to those whose voices are just being pulled down, that are not wanting to be heard. And it is so harsh sometimes, speaking as a full Pisces. Life is just not fair, and I just heard this explanation of being born with a privilege is like a race, but you're not starting at zero. You're starting at 20 kilometers in a 40-kilometer race. You already have such a huge advantage. It's up to you to use it or not. And I am telling you right now, if you're a Pisces and if you're not using that advantage, you're just wasting this life, and it's gonna come up harder in your next life. So use it right now, whatever this means. It could be a million things.
But I don't care.
Use your advantage.
Against the rain. I'm gonna bust you at the part. Ready? This is all you gotta sing, right? I'm gonna let you know when.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey.
We are understanding That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all get a full performance on a different day. Thank y'all. We have 4 brand new members. This is a complete fucking surprise. Yet and still, at the end of the day, this is the Pisces full moon coming a week to 2 weeks later into full fruition. Virgo is the harvest. It's the harvest moon, Pisces full moon. So I want you to understand that each and every one of the blessings coming to your life has been because you have been able to embrace that each and every one of the mistakes that you have made were only there in order to be the path.
Mistakes are not something bad. Let's just all understand that mistakes lead us to consequences, which from then leads us to learnings.
You sing jazz?
That's exactly why we were born this way. This is exactly why we chose these things. We were made to actually take these mistakes and understand them as the consequences and then take the learnings. That's the most important part as living this human world. What are these consequences? What are all of these learnings that we're taking from this human world? This is not a bad thing. This is actually the most beautiful thing that you can ever experience. If you keep repeating the same mistakes, there might be something stuck in there, and I would recommend an Akashic record, a karma reading, a past lives healing. But still, we're always learning. That is something that we have to hold on to ourselves and acknowledge it every time. Just give a big hug to yourself, forgive yourself, and just keep moving forward.
All right, I got one. I got the final. Ready? I'm gonna let you follow with me, and you the singer, and I'm not. So we're gonna do this. I'm not yet, but you are yet. All right, here we go. I'm gonna take the low, and you're gonna take the high. Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. Ain't no call me, ain't no yard, ain't no. Wait, let me think. Ain't no river high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. If you need me, call me. Ain't no matter where you are, no matter how far. Don't worry, baby, just call my name. I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry, you don't have to worry. And so, boom. So I'm gonna bust it from the beginning. This is the finish. This is the close. This is we're gonna bust it out. This is me just stepping out of my own personal shell for the fact that, again, thank you. We have 4 brand new motherfucking members throwing up the middle fingers, throwing up the peace sign, throwing up the meditation, and so much more.
The Rocket Man.
The rocket. Okay, here we go. How can I bust it? Listen, baby. Let's get the rhythm. Okay, we got the rhythm. Ain't no mountain high, ain't no mountain low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far the world, baby, just call my name.
Just
I'll be
call
there
my
in a hurry.
name.
You don't have to. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe. Nice. Say it with your chest, motherfucker. Yeah. All right. Listen. I enjoy this. It's a pleasure. I'm going to bed. I got work in the morning and I got groups on Sunday. I went overboard on this, but this is out of pure passion. It's the definition of Aries having way too much fucking energy if directed in the right place and time. I'm going to be resting for a couple of days. I'm going to say it out loud right now. But that's the beauty of Houston. We're ready for blast off. Love.
Bye.